Hey, check it. Microphone check. There we go. Looks good. And let me get the URL into the Discord. There we are. Copy link address. Discord. Boom, it's announced. Maximize that. Actually shrink it down for now. What up? What's going on, everyone? I will give some folks some time to log in while I set up. Be sure to smash the like button. That helps with the algorithm, letting other people know that we're out here trying to keep an eye on these markets, especially if we're trying to do business out here. Let me get my my bots open. There's the announcement. About damn time. About damn time, man. Where's the other one? I need the... Doesn't make sense showing you the training bot because that bot is still just trading plain. There's no run in the market yet. 1 second, still setting up, y'all. And plus letting everybody get up in here. Get up. For those that want to listen to the stream, we've been starting to get some more people to listen. That's cool. I appreciate it. I'm glad it's helpful, if it's helpful at all. Yeah, let's go to the original, our main Medium account. Let that load. All right. So, as you can tell by the title, today we are going to kind of... I've been seeing some news. All right, first up, hold on. I'm jumping ahead of myself. What's up, everyone? Hope everyone's having a good day. For those of you that are watching, I do appreciate you. I've just been trying to get my head wrapped around. This weekend I had a bunch of studying to do because I'm learning development on blockchain, as far as getting better with it, trying to get my tools together so I can interact with it. I believe I'm narrowed down to, like I said, there's a few databases I'm not 100% hedged on. There's a graph database that I'm looking for on the blockchain that's kind of ill. So I've been looking at that. But while I was looking through everything, I kept running across some issues in our finances, as far as a quote unquote country. And so I made myself put a note and put some notes together. I kept noticing things that I was putting away, and I got to look at more real estate stuff. There's things happening with the real estate economy I got to look at. I'll make a note for that today too. But I'm J Tragic Jeffrey. I am a serial entrepreneur, but at the core of this, for years, I've been telling my friends that we were getting ready to have an economy shift. For years, and I'm going to have my friends begin to do talks with me as well, and they're going to basically confirm what I told them. Plus, I need them in the game. I need them on. Like, this is... we're getting to the point where I feel we can have an economy. That's my goal for Toxic Hustle. I am an artist, a musician, and I am getting ready to get back on my albums, and not for me to make music and to be a mainstream artist. No, I want to lock down the workflow, get everything locked in place, and then I want to be able to show people how to do it so they can scale it out for themselves. And that shouldn't cost a shitload of money, right? If you just figure out the workflow and just give it to people, because what's more important? People being able to make money with you later, or do you just want to show an image of what this hustle looks like, right? Everybody sees Nas and everybody sees Jay and everybody sees these business people out here, but they're doing their hustles and they don't have time to talk to us. They don't got time to explain the game with us. I've been in the industry long enough to see it from that side, and I didn't like what I saw. So I pivoted and went a different direction. And then I had friends that are in the game that are making music, producers all over, all over the world. And they have product, they have content, and they can't really get it promoted and pushed, and they can't earn a living from something that, in essence, is earning trillions of dollars. It's only because the pipeline was blocked up. Napster was the first shot across the bow that their game was done. They were has-been. They were over. They were washed. They don't see. That's what we didn't get. We didn't get that they were washed at Napster. Go back and see. How old is Napster? Hold on. Let me bring this window over here. Right. How old is Napster? Napstr. When was it created? 2001, yeah. Wait, no, that's Rhapsody. Rhapsody was founded in 2001, but Napster got bought because they were trying to wash its quote-unquote sin. There it goes, 1999. When they said, when Prince was talking about today I'm going to party like it's 1999, I'm wondering if Prince knew something. I gotta really look at what Prince was into when he released that song. What knowledge was he getting? Where was he from? What does he know? What was going to happen in 1999? Do you know what happened in 1999? It was the last of the economic boom for the tech stocks. It was the signal of the break. It was a signal of the analog world being broken by digital. 1999 signaled the end of the analog world and the birth of a digital one. And in that birth pang, jobs were going to be deteriorated. And I noticed that, and I made the pivot early. I got into HTML early. Because I was like, well, I've got a way in. Right? And we learned that when we're in music. When we're in the music business, we learned that we could never get in because you always got to kiss ass. And I hated that. I hated that shit. I hated what you had to do to get in. What were you willing to do? What were you willing to sacrifice? Right? And I ain't got time for that. And when I mean sacrifice, I'm not talking about no Illuminati bullshit. I'm just talking about who you got to step on and step over. That's how they feel, right? And I hated that. I hated that vibe. I knew there was I'm not of that. I was never of that mind state even when I was younger. I was never of the mind state that my elders didn't have skill. I was listening to their music and I was seeing how adept they were at wielding their words as weapons, especially when hip hop started. Even to this day, Rakim's still dangerous out here. Dangerous. Freddie Fox, dangerous. Don't even step. Right? And it's just, we disrespect the skill from the top, but the skill from the top also gets laden in, well, people should respect my skill. And that's bullish. Nobody's supposed to just respect your skill just because. What are you doing now? What's your energy like now? And I think that's the difference in the game now, because we felt we had to step over each other because we knew we had to pivot into a young window just to survive for the media outlet they wanted. They wanted to brainwash the youngins, right? That's all they ever want to do. They only want to mess with youngins. And when you get too old, they're done with you. And then, as you know, if you see how they treat young artists in the business and how those artists end up destroying themselves, all because of a systematic brainwashing of what it is to be in a music business. When Napster came, it was over. I saw it. I had Eminem, and I was that back then. There was like the PlayStation, and I figured out how to modify my PlayStation so I could play PlayStation games off this new thing called the DVD burner. Because I had just had a CD burner, but then a DVD burner came out. I was like, wait, I can store more stuff. And I was like, oh, I can store more samples and sounds and all this stuff, because while all these people were in the studio spending thousands of dollars, I was just playing around with this thing called Reason. And it was playing just like my MPC, and I basically handed my MPC to one of my business partners at the time, who he threw in a damn pawn shop because he didn't understand the strength and the power of tech. Had AOL so busy chasing women, not really in there studying like I was. He had access to get us into this place called New Horizons so we could learn technology, and we both learned Photoshop. But I go further into Photoshop, and he just barely gets through the core information because it's not a passion. And I realized if something isn't done in passion, it doesn't get done. But what are you passionate about? If I lose my passion, then nothing moves. But my passion's been moved lately. I'm creative again. You want to know why? It's because the channels that have been blocking communication are breaking away. I don't have to go to Facebook and spend money to listen, to try to compete. I'm not competing with that bull. And I thought it was a dummy mission from the beginning. I already saw what the hustle was going to be, which is why I stopped being social. I was like, you know what? I see the game now. They are going to make it harder and harder, and you're going to have to do more and more to be in the public eye and all that. And that's not my game. And anybody who's trying to really make money, that's not their game either. You're silent. You're watchful. You're patient. That's a truth that most business owners don't even want to understand. Not once. They don't want to be patient and let it ride. They don't want to see what's the next 5 years looking like outside of themselves to be able to make strategic moves to ride with the current. It doesn't matter how you want to swim against the damn tides. You'll get swept out to the ocean. Don't even matter. You can swim against it. But if you're going to get swept out to the ocean anyway, just have a big ship. Be able to reach a dock. Learn how to navigate the waters. So with Napster, the waters changed, and I realized it immediately. I'm giving you some background before we get into the day because I think it's important. From where you can understand where my mind state is coming from. Why do I even think this way? What's the reason? Here's the reason. My staff sergeant in the military told me to buy Microsoft at $5 a share, and I didn't because he said, stop being a man whore. Stop spending your money and go put some money into this technology, and I couldn't see it. I didn't understand why somebody would have Microsoft in their house. And here it is, I'm broadcasting to you off of personal computers. Isn't this like the radio right now? Do you see? Lines of communication are open. So when I understand that something as simple as that needs to be plugged into my head, that wait, with you listening to this right now, you are hearing me as if this is a radio. So if I want to say this is Z, couldn't I do that shit? Couldn't I perform for you? But now I want you to understand it's that simple. If I put my face on it, now it just became television. if I recorded it and did a huge storyline and get Morgan Freeman to do the voiceover and now made a documentary? Do you see the lines of communication are open? And with something as simple as communication, I have to now say all countries can communicate just as easily as they want to, right? The only thing that keeps a country locked into an old analog is if the power that keeps them in place to muzzle them is still in place. So if the muzzle isn't fitting anymore, does somebody feel the power is shifting, right? If I go out in the streets and I'm looking at the news and the news is saying, hey, homie, yo, and I have no other way to say it, so please do not take this as me being over negative with a connotation, but I have no other way to put this. It's like being pimped, right? Or if you look at it like the drug game, and I hate using that because, you know, even though I block the channel from it being seen by children, I still don't want us to always use drugs as a way of how we shape our hustles, because that's the only hustle we know. But unfortunately, that's the only hustle we've been given. When you're out the streets and you're struggling, that's the one you see. You do see some music, but nobody makes it. Not everybody. Like, plenty of dudes out my hood ain't made it past to the only thing they ended up doing is becoming a record executive. And now they ain't even that, because the industry chewed them up and threw them right back out. But all industries do that. Even when I went to corporate America and I went to Citibank and I went to Canon, all these companies and countries do the same thing to their employees, whether it's a Japanese company, whether it's an American company, whether it's an Indian company. I've worked for all of those. Doesn't matter. Companies will eat you up, chew you up, spit you out. And right now, we're in a gig economy. And we don't know what that means. That means you work more hours now. That's the Lyft economy, the Uber economy. You got to sit on your ass for 14 hours, 16 hours, and you're making less money. And we're seeing that. Now I got to sit there and think, okay, well, who am I going to be working with? How do I make sure they make money? Because there's a lot out here and they're locking down the infrastructure already. And they're locking it with Bitcoin. But they're not the only country in town. And what's messed up is America is telling its citizens, be scared, be scared, be scared, because the people that are in power, at least the ones that think they are in power, are losing it fast. But it's not here in America. They're losing it on the world stage. Completely losing it on the world stage. And I'm watching it, and that is why the talk today, we're basing it around there's blood in the water, y'all. And it's not, again, when I talk about CryptoPlunder, I talk about it as an industry. I talk about cryptocurrencies as an end product, but blockchain is the underlying tech. It's the underlying value. So I look at the underlying value and I say Bitcoin 21 million, 18.5 million's already been mined. That means that's it. 6.6 million of it's locked away in wallets they can't even get into anymore, as in 2016 or 2018, something like that. And then it's 118 years to the last coin is mined, 2140. Like, it's scarce. Gold you can pull out anytime. They could hold gold, hide it, and then pull it out like, surprise, we're flooding the market with gold. Gold prices, oh, too much, oh, right? And so they can manipulate it. So you can't use a currency that, like, for once we can sit there and say, look, energy was used to make it, period. What is it? It's a bunch of machines crunching numbers, and it's a lottery system, and somebody wins the lottery, and that revenue spreads out, and it has value because people see the value in something finally being scarce. We don't grasp the fact that this is a scarce asset. They have literally called it a commodity. It can be traded on any market, and every bank and country is buying it right now. Look, I love all the other techs and all the other stuff, but stop acting like the base coin ain't important. I am not a maximalist, but I'm a realist. For the next 5 years, do I think Bitcoin will maintain top 5 dominance? Yes. Should I hold on to it because I have no other asset class, period, that I can trust in because they're lated in paper money? Yes. They're lated in paper debt on top of paper debt, and we're going to watch hedge funds fall. This summer, mark my words, they've already started crashing. I've already showed you some, actually, I may have shown one piece of news. I need to start training that data, and I'll begin training that data with the AI to start hunting for how many hedge funds die this summer. But I've got to start training the data, so I'll remind myself. But there's blood in the water on the dollar and fiat in general. These countries are saying, banks, and I got no other way to say it, but you. Straight up. How did Bernie Mac said? Hug you. Hug up against the wall with handcuffs and crazy glue on your lips. That's exactly what these countries are saying now. And I saw it, and we're going to hunt it. We're going to hunt a little bit more. So let's actually get into that. We know, I'm going to go through the basic stuff and get right to the news. We know manipulations in play, and we know servers are still offline. We're still dropping like a stone on that. So I don't care. That's not important. This thing, I don't even know what it's doing. Don't care. We know that people are fearful. Does that even freaking matter? Of course not, because they're going to make you fearful because that's what the news do. Don't even damn matter. This, the total currency market cap, let's see. Is it going up or down? Are they selling off? What are they doing? We're still fluctuating sideways. It don't even freaking matter. What is this person doing? What is this person doing? What is the manipulator doing? Where are we at? 27, right? What is the manipulator? Oh, the manipulator we went up. So people are buying up. But I don't trust it. Want to know why? Because we're expecting a freaking dip. I called it last week. I called this one. Go back in the videos. It's proven. I'm actually going to have to find it my damn self. But I called this dip. I said we're going to have a significant dip here, and it came. And I think we're going to have another one before we do a quick spring back up after the 12th of July. Round around in this zone, there's going to be a slam and a pump. And then we're going to get another slam over here. As you see, I've got it marked out already. I got the whole year already mapped out with my calls. We're going to see if they come. I mean, these are based off of past. If the past if Bitcoin breathes, right? If I called this seasons of Bitcoin, nobody else has been calling the Bitcoin, giving the Bitcoin a season. I've been calling it seasons of Bitcoin since last season, which was 2016 to 2018. Spring of 2018 was the last season, and the last season ended. And then we had, from that last season here, when it died, we have another run, and then we're in a new season. And in this season, from the last season, see, all of these that I did was from last season. And I'm calling some of the ones that were repetitive from a few seasons that I've been watching. Like, I've been watching them. This has been consistent. So that's why I said it doesn't even matter, right? Because we're going to see if it's going to happen. But that's why I said right now, I look at this and I'm just like, okay, whatever. let's see what the 1K wallets are doing. Our 1K wallets are dripping down. So so see what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody might be buying it up, and it might be some back end whales actually trying to. I've been hearing that some other whales are trying to force the market back up. And also, some of the things that we know about whales buying the dip are actually showing up here. Right? But who is this? How many people came in? Is it just one? 85, 86? No, remember, this person was manipulating up here. So this was how many people? 90. So this person has enough weight because this person's the one that's been doing this. They have all this weight. So anything from this here, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I think it's the same damn whale. See, Bart Simpson here, a little bit of a Bart here, doing these cog wheels. This manipulation. So I don't trust it. That's why I can't even use. I can't use any technical analysis right now. TA is out the window for me. And I'm just going off my seasons and just waiting, kind of saying I'm gonna hold. But once this zone is done, this is my rest of my accumulation period. Once this is done, I'm going to watch the run because you got a spring here. Boom. After that July, after the 12th of July, somewhere in this window, we're going to have a blowout. Then we're going to have a drop again. And then we're going to finally have our September spring up. And then there's a November dip. And then there's the final December, third week of December dip. Those are the major dips that I'm calling because they've been there every season. Unless you're in the cycle of a new halvening. That's when everything changes. That's when the November dip cycle changes. Right here, this is supposed to be the November dip. January, see, hold on. December. Hold on. This is not right. There we go. What's this? January. Yeah. January was supposed to be a dip and it shot up. This is actually a December. We're supposed to be a November. Wait a minute. This is wrong. Because the red is November. Which is supposed to be over here. Oh, monthly. That's why it's off. January, October. Yeah, this is supposed to be over here. That's November. And November was up. So, yeah, this is supposed to have been down, but it went up. So that's signaling that we're going up for a run. Because November is typically a November dip. It's a red month. But when you have a month that's up, that can typically signal that you may be getting ready to go into a bull run up. It's had a signal here. This is January again. Is my January's off? My color for January must be off now. Oh, well. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll look at it later. Let's see the market. Let's look and see what we got. And then we're going to get into our news and see how the fiat's getting disrespected all over. In every country's fiat is getting disrespected. Everything is kind of up. But like I said, there's so much bull news getting ready to come. And then we got was 28? Ooh, 28. 30th is all the news, right? So Coin Market Cap, we can pull that up, right? So we've got some news getting ready to break for the, let's see, hold on. Go here. I want to take it from here. The 28th to, let's just do this week. What's going on this week, right? Significant. Searching by what's significantly happening this week. We got VeChain, Theta is going to be big. Pancake Swap's doing something. Chili's is doing something. Cosmos, Avalanche. These are all in the news. Theta is part of, Theta. All right. So, yeah, more stuff. Telecoin's doing something. Avalanche. Like I said, there's an Hydra hash graph. Wallet integration. So there's definitely a lot of news getting ready to spring off this week alone. You can see we have some bunch of pages. So that lets me know that we do have some news getting ready to push the market up. because that's all up, all this stuff significant coming out. That's all upward moving stuff. But let's also see more upward moving stuff in the news. Like, so what I looked was, and there was some stuff that was showing up, and like here, even gold obsessed Indians are now pouring billions into crypto. Everyone in India and more countries are realizing something. There's an asset that only has 21 million. Can only ever have 21 million. And China, the one place that had all this hash power, just gave it up. So now all of a sudden everybody's looking around like, wait. So we can balance this out. We can balance the power by creating our own energy sources, using our own energy sources. So sun, wind, water, hydro, thermal, electric, volcano thermal. So everybody's figuring out how to get energy out of things now, and they're putting it to a digital construct, servers, and earning money maintaining a network. Are you serious? Duh. It's been doing it for years, but now it's spreading out. Decentralization is going to, well, I told y'all, I've been saying it for months. When MG and I were having a conversation in the cash lane room months ago, what did I say? Does it change the fundamentals of blockchain technology? The fact that it is open source, you can read the code and see exactly what it is. If you find something wrong with it, you fix it, you patch it. Okay, great. You add it to the core code, they add it to the damn thing, and you help the network and get paid for it. There's bounty programs right now to fix holes in the system. So we can't go off that. Not when there's too many eyeballs on this. Anybody can learn to develop, anybody can learn to look at code, and anybody can critique it. It's called peer review. And code is peer reviewed. So now we have to look at this as a business. If I have code that's peer reviewed, and then you're telling me it's scarce by design and was made in 2008, right around the last financial collapse. And it came out for a reason. Every year, this running a machine will earn more revenue, and even the sprinkles in time will be worth millions, well, thousands. Right now, it's the base currency to every pair on the market. You understand? So that means if you own it alone and it's going to be an appreciating value, it's best to just hold that. And then you can still buy whatever you want. As you learn the tides of Bitcoin, you can get in and out of every coin in a reasonable fashion. And then accumulate more when Bitcoin pulls the market back down. Because it will. Because it always does. It controls the tide. It is the ocean right now. It's the #1 coin. It's in every pair. ETH has begun to stem some of its power on the tide. It's like 2 moons effect on a planet. Right now, we only had 1 moon. We had the Bitcoin moon, right? We always want to use going to the moon, right? So let's look at it like that. If you understand that Bitcoin was the only gravitational force on our pockets, then it can control the tide with the halvening cycles. Now, as Ethereum or whomever decides to come up this chain, so right here. So you got Ethereum, right? You've got Cardano. I mean, yeah, you got Binance Coin. That could potentially change. Like, you see, you have these other XRP program. Okay, why I'm saying this. Bitcoin is a store of value. Yes, you can begin to program on top of it, but this thing here, this #1 thing here, doesn't program. It is just a store of value. It's just machines doing transaction and calculating value and watching transaction and validating transactions. That's all this does, is validate transactions and make sure that the financial ledger is secure. That's it. It's just securing its own self. This is a programming language. So this exhibits a new pull on our pockets. Bitcoin had the only pull on our pockets. Now Ethereum's doing it. Then Binance is beginning to do it with its own smart contracts and smart chains and its own thing, ecosystem. Cardano will begin to start doing it now that it's launching certain things this month. And then in September, when it launches smart contracts, it will begin to affect the tides. As well as I'm looking at XRP is beginning to even talk. I'm seeing ads for XRP everywhere. I see XRP Ledger, and you'll probably see it while we're doing the show today. That XRP is showing up in my damn ads. And I've just started noticing it. I was like XRP Ledger just because I looked at it. And now I'm being promoted all the time for XRP Ledger. So they are promoting the fact that they are a programming language. That is why they're going to win their damn shite. Mark my words. You got to look at all the, like I told you, a friend of mine told me how he was able to know when clothing lines were going to be blowing up. He would just go to all the bootleggers and look what was on the shelf. Then he would go to the stores and see if those stores were filled with them yet. Then he'd go to the hip hop outlets and see what was on the shelf that was being sold through, consignment. So once he could see that, yes, there was already sales, and then he can see that these major brands or major store chains like Macy's and everything didn't have it yet. And then he was seeing that they were being bootlegged everywhere. Then he could see them in hip hop videos. He knew who was going to break, and he could be able to get invested in early. Or he could make the deal for Macy's, buying the stock after they're doing the paperwork, and then increase the share value of a Macy's or whomever he got the deal for in a legal way. Because even Jim Cramer, the market manipulator himself, CNBC, even said that unless you can control the sale or make the sale for a customer or a client or a stock company, unless you can, as a stockholder, unless you're out there making sure the company is making money, then you cannot guarantee the price of the stock going up or down. So what these hedge fund managers have been doing is just that, called market manipulation. And now they're in Bitcoin. But what we have to concentrate on is, what is the economy looking like? What do the rest of the world feel like? And how is that going to affect the business, right? That's what I have to look at. And if you're listening, I'm sure you're thinking now, I got to think about that my damn self. Because regardless if you have your job right now or you don't have a job and you're looking for something, then you're going to have to go where the money's going. Because you don't just get jobs in America now. You can go on these Fiverr websites, these freelancer websites. Freelancer is international money. So when I tell you you can go make money right now, I'm not being cute. You can go to Fiverr.com and you can become a freelancer and do whatever business you want. Do voiceovers, logo design, do stuff with WordPress, do social media marketing. Do video explainers, there's no excuse, right? Yeah, you're in a deep competitive market though. You're in a very deep competitive market. Welcome to the gig economy. I've been in it for years. It sucks. So that's why you need a product and or service. A subscription. Something cheap. If you want residual income, isn't that what a company needs? Look at every company that's pivoted to subscription model. Every major network has flipped to subscription model. So what we're going to also look at is, I believe that there is now a cause to think about what else is decentralizing right now, right? That's what's on my mind right now. Just where I'm like, that's where my spirit's moving me. So as we go through the news, my next phase after we go through news is to start asking some serious questions. Who is the decentralized version of XYZ? Are they out there yet? And is anybody talking about it, right? So let's start with that. Let's see how the world feels about fiat. Digital yuan, part of China's big bet on blockchain, could upend rules of global commerce. How can you stop me if I got my whole world citizens mining my cryptocurrency and I'm paying them for it? And now I write it like Ethereum, and I can put my own languages on top of it, and I'm running my own architecture, and my citizens can now mine my own architecture. See? They understand it, and they're like, you know what? I'll take the hedge and the bet on us having our own thing because we already control our own destiny. They need us more than we need them at this point. That's how they feel. Because there's blood. I believe there's blood in the water. I believe the dominant factor of American commerce has been weakened. And with that, all cultures, especially ones that have been here underneath its thumb, should really be thinking about what is our economy, because theirs is broken and we can't piggyback off broken-ish, right? That's not smart hustle out here. These streets is toxic, homeboy. I'm walking out here with bare feet, believing they bull. No, we can't, right? Because their hustles is dead. They lead us to jail. Or they lead us dead. And that's the way they want us, right? Okay, I'm going to pivot on them. Why were they scared of Black Wall Street? Because what happens when you control economy? What happens when you then help businesses control media? What happens when you can start broadcasting? You start controlling the vibe again. The vibe gets right again. See, the vibe ain't been right because we ain't been able to say our own ish the way we've been feeling like, without people getting in our way, trying to say, no, slow down. Let me steal it from you first. Slow down. I didn't get that move down yet. Slow down. Or I'll burn you down. Nah, homeboy, we ain't got time for that no more. Them days done, player. You see, even Tanzia's hinting at crypto ban reversal. They're working on derivatives market. You want to play with that mathematical money? Oh, we're understanding this DeFi thing. Oh, we understand we can do it ourselves. Oh, okay. We can create our own markets now. Thank you. We can create software and play on the world stage now and get world investment money. Thank you. You can't sanction us because you don't like us or what we have to say against how you treat people. Game's a wrap, homeboy. See, if China's already got their ATMs rolled out, which we already showed you last week, or the week before last, let's not forget that news. They already got ATMs out. They're shutting down the blockchain, right? They're saying, we're done. Does it mean the power's turning off, right? I already closed that window. Power's going off, right? They're saying we're done with that because we want our own. We'll keep some of our miners up. We're still going to make some Bitcoin. No, but all of this scallywag stuff, rendering, all that we do, no. Let them have that. We're going to start mining our own currency. See, when countries begin to build their own infrastructures, there's a new war, digital war, processing power. Who has the greatest processing engine? Y'all don't see the game? Don't you hear that they have a great AI race that they're trying to do, AI dominance? Don't you understand that AI needs processing power? Do you think they're going to get it from continually trying to build data centers? You think that's how they're going to get power? No. Every roof on the planet will have solar power. Every window will convert energy from heat or whatever in time. The wind will be grabbed with double helix wind fans everywhere, generating power at scale. We're going to have more power than we're going to know what to do with. And then the need for oil is going to be a wrap. And we're going to be in this digital economy because all the back end for all the blockchain, see, all the robots that need to do all their tasks need an infrastructure to play and a Wi-Fi network, which is being built out now with helium, right? We already talked about all this. Go back. We've already talked about all this. I'm just using every long-ass conversation and piecing together the dots. As new news keeps breaking, as countries see the same shit I've been telling you. Where is the economy, y'all? Isn't your dollar say, "In God we trust," for all debt tendered? Debt tendered. Debt has to be repaid, right? Then where is the work? Didn't we talk about the fact that McDonald's said that at $15, you're going to force me into automation? I showed you that in the business news a couple weeks ago. Companies have said, you're forcing me into automation. Don't get mad. But then what does that happen to us, right? I already, as Wix came out, web design was over for me. I had a life crisis. That was back in 2016. Did you have your crisis yet? Web developers? Because AI can write code now. That's why I didn't get into the code game. That's why I'm concentrating on process automation and automation. I'll just make the machines do work because that's what people need to get done. So I'll figure out how to do it at scale for folks. And if you can tell me how to get it on blockchain, all I got to do now is figure out how to get Node.js on chain. I have everything I need. As soon as I can get a database on chain, which I'm figuring that out, and then I just have to have my application on chain to talk to that database. Separate the two, it's not as stressful, right? And then store my files in another global server someplace, like IPFS, the interplanetary file system. Y'all don't know it exists, right? The IPFS. IO. Distributed web. This is where all you can store files. What I need to figure out is how to do that and people get paid for it. To hold the files. Because that just makes more sense. Just not holding it to hold it. Like, I feel it's valuable. And since I feel it's valuable, then you want to hold it. And then I should be able to pay you for holding it because I'm doing business with it. And as I'm doing business with it and more people get into it, it gets more value. I just got to figure out if I decide to do a coin later down the line or if we just get paid in all the other coins that exist on the planet rather than trying to be one. Right? We don't need to be a coin. We could just get coin from everybody and convert it into whatever coin we want because we could live, because you're your own island. You're your own country now. Soon, everyone will have their own tokens. People might buy your token just because they want to buy into your businesses because you're using your token because it's worth money. Like, we don't even see that we're going to be tokenized. As individuals, business owners, media personalities are going to be tokenized. Their assets will be tokens. What they hold will be tokenized. When they're passed, you might have rules for how those assets are shared out or sold out. DAOs will be the new endowments for how future property is passed to future generations of your lineage. We've got to look at the changes that are happening. Who else is out? Mexico's third richest man, a billionaire, recommends Bitcoin. I actually listened to the audio on this. It's in Spanish. He has it was as straight up about fiat. He said, I wouldn't even take the peso. I was like, damn. He said, you know what I would take? I'd take Bitcoin. Because it's scarce. And it's programmed to be scarce. He gets it. I'm telling you. There's blood in the water. It's not me. Show me something else. Show me anything on the planet that can't be quote unquote manipulated. And everything in the debt market, and I have skin in the game, everything in the stock market is tied to the debt on top of debt, on top of debt, on top of debt. And hedge funds are about to get cracked with the new law that passed on the 21st. So they're a wrap. How they play that old market's done. How they've been able to manipulate since the 80s is not completely done. They've moved over into crypto. But the one thing that we're doing is moving into businesses that can move our business. Right? We're looking at actual practical asset plays. Hey, can I get into a data play? And with that, can I put out my own data? And how can I get that data shored up? How can I build an application on that data? How can I then charge? Oh, I can use a wallet. They can pay me in crypto. Done. There's no even need for the site then, right? See what I mean when I say websites are dead? Because I don't need a website. I just need a URL that passes to the host redirection that goes to the app that's on chain. Remember, Aave is a decentralized app. Hold on. Let me pull up my DeFi and drag it over. This is an app that is on a blockchain. It's on the Matic network. I can click things and it works. Right? MDEX. I'm on the Matic network, right? I'm working with this. It's going to my wallet. This is a decentralized app. It doesn't look like it. It looks like a regular URL, but it's not. Done. It's already got my stuff. App is finished. I'm also on my own network now, so I'm actually sending stuff through my own network. And that's why my things are going off faster now. I learned some new stuff. I'll show you it right now. Hold on. Right here, this is what I learned. There's this thing called Infuria.io. You have an Ethereum network. You said you can create your own network API. I'm not going to click into it because I think there's some other stuff in there. Let me just verify before I show it. Hold on. Okay, no, you can actually see it. Hold on. Boom. So right in here, I got the core plan. And then you have the Polygon proof of stake sidechain to Ethereum's mainnet, which is the mainnet. Right now it's for free. So I can send stuff through to Polygon and it show up on the network. So now when all of that big thing happened, when I was showing you my last videos, when the Polygon network was going through that crash because that whole Titan thing was crashing and Mark Cuban basically got rug pulled, that whole situation caused the network to clog up. And if everybody's using the same network URL, you can't get your transaction through all the clusters. So all of my accounts, basically nothing could get out. So now, since I have my own network, I can now send it through that network address and my stuff hits the chain. I still have to send it out, but since I'm the only one that knows my URL, I'll be the only one using it. So at least it gets on the network to pretend all I have to do is just raise my gas. I'll know at least it gets through. So that's what I've done. So now I'm deeper into Matic's network. And again, I am thinking about completely programming with Matic. That's my number one pick for what I want to program with, which is why I'm like, if you can build with it, it has use, it has purpose. So I'm gonna build on it if I can use it. There's other things that I'm looking at now, especially with this NFT market. really ill software coming out that I got to look into, because if you're able to, again, if I'm able to build an application that can also store files and everything else, I don't want to have multiple chains. And one of the things I'm looking at is remember, I always tell you, I look at my biggest problem first, right? So what am I looking at? My future is I want an NFT that's going to be attached to a file. I want that to be programmable. And when it's programmable, it needs to be programmable in a simple type of way, but at the same time can be kind of complex, because I may have things that needs to change with it. So it needs to be upgradable. Right? And then when my NFT has all these skill sets that I can work with, well, now I can have it on chain, it can be doing something, and then this thing can do more than what it does. It can upgrade and get extra things. What I mean by that is, let's say I create an in-world item that, again, if I have an NFT that is in a game, right, and it has a shirt and pants and shoes. Let's say you buy this whole pack inside this game, and part of it is if you buy it in world, you can then get the real clothes outside of the game. Get it? Hustle. Toxic. That's what we do. And I give you the game. So that's one outlet, right? So now I can get them to buy a token. I can get them to hold it. And on the back end, the only thing I'm doing is getting a printer to print out the content of the stuff, because the token of you already having the damn token will allow, and you holding it is you staking it, and because you're staking it, you're helping the network do work, and that work that's actually happening can allow me to mint that stuff for you, because work is actually happening. And I can say, yeah, I'll get you this clothes, and every new holder of the coin gets the same treatment if they hold it for 30 days. And almost like presidency, if a person wants to buy it back from somebody because they want the clothes again, they could potentially try to buy it back, but it might cost more. If they hold it for X amount of time, who knows? We could reset it and they can get it again. And maybe they could sell it themselves, and they can control the market of the clothes coming out. If they hold it, then they'll be consistently releasing X amount, and they could potentially earn from the sales of those clothes being launched and sold. Like, it could be available on the site. And if anybody buys it off the site because it becomes available, they can be able to get the clothes, and they'll get a percentage of it. They'll get a percentage of the earnings. Like, that might be a thing. See, I just thought that out just right there. That's an idea. See, what could we do that with music? What if you build the song with me, right? And then I come up with the idea, and then somebody plays the bass better than me doing the bass the way I do it, and somebody else does the keys, and then now we can put this thing together, we can release it, and wherever it goes into all the places we could put it, we all have a stake in it. And as the earnings come centerfold, we just make sure that it transparently hits a ledger, and then now we can get equal splits. Or whatever the splits is, because who knows, I might have 80% of the song. But you can still get percentages if you worked on it. Then that way engineers and mixing engineers could actually get paid being part of project. And now you have all of the liner notes done. Right? We've just crushed out liner notes. We crushed out who worked on what, and who gets what percentage of what. All with NFTs. Like, that's why I'm saying this business is, when I look at what industry's coming, I'm like, do you get what's coming? What if a radio station was broadcasting via NFT? And basically they buy a license, and then for every usage, they have to pay a slight thing for every time it plays out of their wallet. So they'll make sure they make enough, but they're able to pay out a decent revenue royalty for every time it plays. But it's playing from an NFT. Who's going to be the bank for that? And then that NFT should be able to be made into an audio program, and that program should be able to be injected into any piece of software on the planet. Get it? It's a new licensing model right there. I know that's what I'm working on. And is room for competition. There's also room for acquisition. So even if I can't get it done and you hear it and you're like, yo, I built it. All right, boom, let me buy it. Let me work with you. Let me invest in it. Let me help push it forward because I'm using it. See? Get it? That's why I'm talking now. Because all the pieces are in place finally. Even this weekend, a piece fell in place. I'm not going to talk about it. I want to, but let's just say music is about to be on and popping. That's all I got to say. Music is about to be on and popping again. Like my creative energy is back. What other choice do I got? Where else am I going to make money? So when the third richest man is saying he wants Bitcoin, CEO of crypto trading app says there's no going back and cryptocurrencies are going to grow more. The Pandora's box is over with. People are understanding you are able to buy tech now. You just have to do due diligence. You understand that, right? The next big company isn't going to come from some VC firm. They're buying into them right now. And they are on the same floor as you. Mark Cuban bought some Matic, right? He bought into the company. Coin's still on the market. He bought the company shares. See? They're coming in. So now when you're investing in a coin, you may also be investing in the company behind the coin. And if they go public, well, doesn't that just make the crypto go crazy? I feel the first crypto coin is going to end up being Coinbase when they launch it. I bet you. They will have their own stable coin. I believe it's USDC is going to be the model. Or is that going to be the standard digital coin, right? Is that what the United States is going to pull? Hey, we didn't really build anything, but you got this thing there. We'd just love to just make it our own. Now, all of a sudden, everybody is tearing Tether apart. So I will be converting as much as I can of my weight into US dollar coin, which I've already been doing. I've been telling y'all that you get 0.5% on USDC anyway, right? Or DAI, you get 2%. And that's a programming language too. And you get 2%. And in some places you get more, especially in your own wallet. This is a good start. Coinbase is a good start. Moving into your own private wallets. But everybody's saying the same thing we've been talking about. Ethereum co-founder on Bitcoin says you have to upgrade the damn thing. That's a big upgrade. They're a big machine now, just like Ethereum is. And it's trying to pull a boat. It's like pulling a huge one of those big military aircraft carriers with a tugboat at the back. It's gonna pull you. You really can't pull it. So Bitcoin, Ethereum are very big things, and that's why the side chains for Ethereum and the side chains for Bitcoin, all these side chains are needing to be created because they don't want to use the main chain for anything, because it's not built to. And you don't want to touch it because then you add security risk. So you got to add a layer to it. Layer 2, right? Finance regulator bans Binance. So Binance, of course, that's BNB. So that's going to be the Binance Network. Again, a Chinese crypto firm. With Hong Kong being, shut down, and now the whole Rona thing, we know that there was riots prior to the whole Rona thing. So now Binance is pretty much, and all these other companies, you don't really know who's really behind the scenes pulling strings. So the countries all want their own main in country exchange, and then of course, or exchanges, and then of course, they are going to want their own main smart contract chain. So Binance is China's smart chain, right? Then the United States will have to have its smart chain. It may end up being it will have to be a Cardano, because Russia's smart chain will be Ethereum. He is with Vladimir Putin, isn't he? So I still got me some Ethereum. I still have some BNB. I got my ADA up. So you make those plays. Not financial advice, but that's what I'm doing for the company. This is what the company's assets will be holding. This is the last before the dip, the psych out dips that are about to happen. Let's go into the weekly. We're gonna have the psych out dip get ready to happen. I'm waiting to see where that plays out. I know we're gonna have a shoot up after the 12th. So sometime in this space, in these few weeks, we'll have a breakout. We're gonna have then another subsequent crash, but then another super breakout until we get our November dip. It's gonna be crazy from the. That's why I only marked these two. Like, these are the last two major ones I gotta think. Just watch. When these two signals happen, this is when it goes crazy. This one right here. This is when, ooh, like the fisherman on that commercial. Ooh, want that dollar? Then bah, fake you out, but then bam, goodbye. This is when it goes crazy. Right here. Somewhere in this zone, it's going to go crazy. And that's why I said, dip coming, dip coming. These are all these dips. Anything that's red, that's why I just put it up there. All of these are dips that are coming. I called them already. It's like I called this one. This is just from the past. We'll see if they show out. This one did. Didn't we dip? Okay. Well, we'll see if these two play out then. Meantime, between time, Iran is into their own crypto mining. Is that another country now shoring up their own digital infrastructure? Do we see another Cold War beginning? Y'all don't see it. Y'all don't see it yet? Y'all don't see a Cold War starting? Didn't I just show you that somebody else was getting ready to get their own digital infrastructure in play? They want their own blockchain. That's upend the rules of global the rules they're done already. Bitcoin upended those rules because you can transact with whomever you want. They can't stop your wallet address from sending money to a wallet address. The network don't work that way. That's why they say don't send something away. That's why there's scams on the blockchain, right? Because once you send money to a wallet, it's gone. There's no return. They can't get it back for you. It's in another wallet, locked away behind a security code. 12-word string. Or something the other, right? Typically, depending on what your wallet is. Bit-on-bit encryption. Now they only need, the thing they're going to try to work on is try to break it with like quantum or some crap. But Iran's in. Showed you Tanzania's in. Last week I showed you that El Salvador. We're going to mine Volcano. Right? That's infrastructure, right? Do you see a Cold War? I see it. Crackdown on Bitcoin miners, a grave mistake. Nah, it is. Because they're giving up the hash rate. Sure. It's a grave mistake to them for that if they will concentrate on that. But their end game is bigger than that. What if I get my cryptocurrency so well loved in my country that if you didn't buy into it, you're a dumbass. That I will get your money into my coin because you'll believe in my work. Isn't that upending a whole process of a country's idealism to their fiat? What if, do you know how much of a kick in the whatever that is? The nuts? That's it. I'm going to say it. It's on my nuts. You know how much a kick of nuts that is? For real. To sit there and say your U.S. citizens are holding half your citizens hold my crypto. And it's better than your dollar. And there ain't shite you can do about it. Hate to see it, as MG says. Hate to see it. But is it real or is it fake? Is it happening or is it not? Do we want to are we going to believe your lying ass eyes? The lies are right there. You going to want the truth or your lying ass eyes? U.S. Fed official calls Tether a challenge to financial stability because they don't own Tether. Again, if you don't want, the USDC is a coin that is controlled inside the American government. Straight up. It's built by a company within its walls, I believe. Let me see. USDC. Circle. Okay. It was made by Circle. Boom. USDC, the world digital dollar stablecoin. Okay, where's the developers? Oh no, that's just you developing with it. Okay, company, there we go, about. So where are you? Has over 100 million transactions. Leadership, Jeremy Aller, chairman. Well, general counsel. Investors, we're hiring. Remote. Hold on, go back up. It's remote first. Manager. Engineering, finance, legal, finance, any location. Hold on, let me find the circle.com. All right, let's look for the headquarters. Let's stop playing. Not Circle K. Good. Craftco Circle. Okay, this might give me something. Hold on, just looking to make sure. Circle Finance. Yep, crypto finance company. All right, there we go. Boston, Massachusetts, 2013. There we go. That's how we did it, right? So we just did that. We know that this company is right here is in Boston. Boston Massacre? Huh, okay. Gotcha. Look how that just happened. So yeah, do you think the U.S. dollar coin is at the place of the Boston Massacre? You think that's inside the United States? Benjamin Franklin zone? Huh? Okay. So that's where USDC is. So you don't think that's their coin? Think that's their patriot coin right there? Okay. So yeah, do you think now Tether's a problem since Tether's not based in the United States? Okay. You see what's happening, right? Remember I said Cold War? There's another Cold War. The dollar standard and something that's pegged to a dollar outside of the United States. Okay. Gotcha. Now I'm not worried. You know what? I'm going to hold my tether. All right, going on. SEC accuses XRP Army of issuing false statements against its leadership. Really? See, you don't get it. I told y'all, we're in a new community-driven economy. You see, the other day, actually last night, my girl was watching one of those award ceremonies, right? I was watching it with her. I think it was BET Awards last night. That was what it was. And during the BET Awards, the Meg Thee Stallion got an award with the Beyonce song, and then she quickly made sure to say that she thanked the Beyonce's army, right? That she thanked them for the votes and doing all that. And that's what the strength of community proves, right? The strength of community, if you have a strong community, Ethereum it's a community. It's a strong community. XRP is a very loyal and strong. When you have strong communities, you cannot break them. XRP Army is XRP Army, period. Like, I bought because of the Army, and I continue to buy because of the Army. Just like Doge has an army. I now understand. You can't go against Doge army. Does not matter. That's what Coinbase bought into. Coinbase is like, no, they got an army now. Okay, got it. They'll support it with all abandon. I'll buy into that. They buy into community coins. Community coins. So, yes, they are going to attack you. There's more of them than there are of you, and they've got plenty time on their hand. Get it together. You're washed and you're slow. Get it together. You have an opportunity. You have an opportunity to make some good business together. Real talk. I talk real militant, but I also understand you got to give unto Caesar what Caesar's, regardless of how you feel about it. Ain't like what? You going to start a war with them? We know how that go. I ain't stupid. I ain't trying to put my people in no war they can't win. That's stupid. It's like my money. I don't want to put my money into war it can't win. I like to make sure I win my battle before I put a soldier out to war. I don't like spending miscellaneously. It annoys me. So that's the news that I found just, I believe, in the middle of the night. So let's see what Leo, our AI, has pulled in based off of some of the news we found, right? Guggenheim Scott Minerd stands by 600,000 Bitcoin prediction. I don't think that we're going to have 600,000 Bitcoin this cycle. I just don't think it happens. I think this cycle we see the 100,000 Bitcoin. That's it. As long as we can hit 100,000, that really breaks a big wall. And then we're going to go into a crypto winter to deal with that. We're going to hit a crypto winter to deal with the fact that we hit 100,000. We've got to. We just hit psychological numbers, so we got to take a break. And that's what the halvening does. It gives us a break. And we build new businesses. And then the next cycle comes and new technology comes out. This cycle brought DeFi. The last cycle brought DAOs and smart contracts. Right? So this one is DeFi, came this cycle. So we've got apps that are actually working on chain. So the next cycle is going to be more applications, more communities, next one might be more DAOs and corporations actually running and functioning, more systematic subscription-based software. So yeah, Bitcoin will go up in time, but I mean, predictions are predictions. I believe that we just gotta we gotta weigh on the side of being very we have to maintain rationality. As Bitcoin yearly inflation rate dips to 1.77, for May shows U.S. inflation fears are legitimate. Yeah, we talked about that, right? We talked about that in the videos last week. We see. So the AI is now giving us where's the hyperinflation, right? Yeah, hyperinflation. The coming reset is here. We talked about that 3 days ago. And because we put it into the system that we were looking at that thing and it was important, it's also showing us where we're getting other news where people are talking about that there's inflation issues. Bitcoin creates feudalism. I don't know what feudalism is. Hold on. I really don't. Former Greek Finance Minister Yanis Varoufakis has argued that Bitcoin creates a kind of feudalism run by the early adopters, and that it would be outright catastrophic if it replaced fiat. Oh, he's mad that his country isn't the first in. Do you see what I mean? I'm gonna take one from my British brothers. You see what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, I gotta thank my British brothers for that one, boy. You know what I mean? He's mad because he can't be in there first. Oh, that's funny. That's funny to me. Bitcoin catastrophic in times of crisis. Yeah. When money is bad for your fiat, it's good for Bitcoin. Oh, that's funny, man. Oh, that got me a laugh. I am definitely starring that one. Oh, that was good. Thank you. We know this is important. Talked about it already. Third richest man recommends Bitcoin. Oh, but check this. Says fiat money is a fraud because it is. Fractional reserve, man. The fractional reserve is the greatest scam on the planet. Fractional reserve, right? There we go. I can't spell. Ooh, fractional. Boom. Let's see the images on this, right? Let's see the images. All right. What do we got? What does it say? Okay, here we go. The basic fractional reserve banking cycle. 1. Deposit $1,000 goes into the bank. The reserve, they hold $100 and they loan $900 to a person. Boom, the person gets $900. Boom, that was what it was supposed to do. That was the basic. Okay. Rinse and repeat for step 1. Okay, that was the base. That's the basic fractional reserve. All right. So then, boom, $900 goes in that. Oh, so then that loan, that $900 loan, then gets given to the bank. They would take $90 to loan another one to give $810. Then that $810. They get a reserve. They get the 81 reserve. They get 729 and loan that. Okay, that sounds confusing. Deposit 100 units. 10% goes reserve. 90% is loaned out. 10% reserve. 90% loaned out. Okay, $100 deposit in the bank. Of $100, 10% needs to be kept in the bank. They keep 10. They loan out the 90% of the deposit given out as a loan. This value makes up the credit notes created by the bank. $90 borrowed, deposit into the other bank of this. 81 can be given out in loans. Oh, I get it. So check the game. I got it now. I get it. Okay. So we only have $100 in the bank. Got you. I got it now. I got it. So this is the only deposit that ever happened. We've only gotten $1,000, but from that $1,000, $900 was created and $800 was created from this $1,000. That's insane. Okay. Got it. Good Lord. I get it now. Wow. Okay. Fiat is a fraud. Yes. See why it's a fraud? There you go. Prominent analysis details huge upside target for XRP. Yeah, I just talked about that, right? Told you I've been noticing XRP army is on alert. And I saw, like I said, the ledger thing, the fact that XRP is programmable and you can actually use fractional transactions and it's pretty fast with its I'm looking at it. I'm gonna look at it. It's interesting. Strong hands accumulating Bitcoin in massive amounts. I showed you that we do have some address. Some address is stacking up the coin, but I don't trust it. I told you this person starting up here as of 90 Bitcoin and potentially even up here with 95 Bitcoin, or even up here with 98 Bitcoin, or even up here with 100 Bitcoin. The person that's sitting here with all of this damn Bitcoin, somebody up here is bringing, took a few and from the 100 dropped it all the way down to 84. Somebody that has that much Bitcoin just took a few dips in the market. Took a couple of his wallets offline. Tick, tick, tick. And dropped the market down. That's manipulation. Right when it needed to be. Right when it was getting too crazy. We need to bring this thing back down to reality. It can't go on forever. We need it back down to stabilize it. We need to control the market to make it where we feel comfortable. That's how it is. Even when you get a job, right? When you get a job, you got to give them a resume. You got to fill out the application. You got to make them feel comfortable because you got to answer it the way they'll feel comfortable. Right? So they want the market where they feel comfortable. And the market isn't where they're comfortable right now. So yeah, strong hands are accumulating, whatever. Actually, no, they're not. It's just, we got manipulation. Here's when Bitcoin will zoom past 100,000. We know when it's going to happen. Crypto industry will benefit from tighter regulation. It's going to be hard, but you keep trying. Abrupt reversal in crypto ban underway in Tanzania as central bank follows president's directive. That's right. Scarcity wins. I'm just going to keep saying that. Scarcity wins. 158,000 worth of crypto seized by UK police in a money laundering scheme. They're going to try to get as much crypto as they can. I don't really care about that. Get out of here. No joke. The Dogecoin creator jumping back into crypto after 8-year hiatus. I'll actually read that later. I want to see what he's doing. Interesting. Bitcoin's prevailing sentiment signaling huge breakout. Okay, just so you know, we know what's going on, right? Bitcoin, we'll go ahead and approve that. 2 altcoins could unseat Ethereum: Cardano, Polkadot, and Binance Smart Chain. Cardano, Polkadot. How's that 2? If you give me 3, that's very confusing. 2 altcoins could unseat Ethereum. Oh, 2 altcoins could unseat Ethereum, Cardano, Polkadot, and Binance Smart Chain, says Trey. Okay, Ben. Oh, okay, Ben Armstrong. This BitBoy. BitBoy's writing his pieces again, huh? Cryptocurrency trader, analyst of Bitcoin, believes that the battle for dominance is underway. Yep. Solana. Yep. eGold. I've been actually needing to look into both of those. We talked about Solana, but I have been seeing Elrond showing up on my radar more and more. So I need to look both into these. Solana over the weekend for programming. I'm looking at Solana heavy as my next play, as well as Polkadot, because they have some ecosystem. So these are when I said there was some other, they basically listed every coin I'm looking at in the smart contract space right here. In the programming space, these are all of them. So out of here, who's Microsoft, who's Apple, who's Google? That's where I'm on right now. Who's going to do it? Polkadot is not just for Ethereum. They're actually a competitor as well. Don't let them fool you. Not when I say them, not Polkadot. Don't let every other news source or anything else say that they're helping Ethereum scaling. They are, but they aren't. They help it, but they could also help every other chain out there. Just like Solana can, just like Cardano. Well, Cardano's its own network. So I can't say that for them. Binance Smart Chain can. Kinda. No. You know what? No. I'll put Polkadot and Solana in a whole nother place. Because these are chains onto themselves, and these can exist. They're chains onto themselves, but these exist to play in any other chain. And that right there is what I want. Who's going to be my cross-pollination? Like, I don't want to be just in one place if I can get in every place. I want to be in the place I'm in every place. So, like this, I will put it up there. I do listen to BitBoy on some of his stuff. Ethereum seriously undervalued at its current market cap. All smart chains are, especially right now because they're already. Of course, bro. Come on, this is why it's so stupid. It's undervalued, yes, because it was up here. It's now under where it was. So yes, it's undervalued. They're saying this is the time to accumulate. That's what the news is doing, man. That's why I said they don't talk to us. They talk to themselves. I just happen to understand how they sub-speak. That's it. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Boom. Oh, right underneath that. Look what she found, right? Look what Leo. Look. Elon Musk and Jack Dorsey plan to have the talk about Bitcoin at an July event. July. What did I tell you? When I said this manipulation is real, I called it, right? Back in the 21st, last week, right? I said in July, super run in July. Something would do it. That's all it takes for me. Something's going to be said that's going to pull this thing down. Something's going to be said to pull it right the hell back up. That's all I'm playing. Then I'm just saying, is this the best time to do it before something decides to pull it the hell up? Yes, because even then, it's from where it is, $30-something thousand to where it is, 60-something freaking thousand. It's a 30,000 gain from just here to here. We're undervalued. And I know they're manipulating. They're billionaires. They're manipulators. They're market manipulators too. Venture capitalist people are manipulators by default. Look at Elon. Look at his history. Look at Tesla. Look how he got that car. Stop it. Manipulator. Be careful when you wrestle with a snake. So yeah, that talk when hold on, because I don't know. Check it out. Check this out. All right, let's play the game, right? When did I say this is happening, right? I said this run up is going to happen between the 12th and the 26th. Okay? When is their talk? Come on. When is your talk, Elon? Is it between the 12th and the 26th? July. This Thursday. A Bitcoin event. When is the Bitcoin event? Huh. Let me see. Hold on. The B word. Okay. Look. What did I say? What did I say it needed to be between? Didn't I say it needs to be between the 12th and the 26th? Look at this. When did I say it's going to shoot up? I said the week of the 19th, it's going to shoot up. The July 21st. Is that not the damn week of the 19th? The 19th is Monday. The 21st is that following Wednesday. So yes. And I call it, right? Didn't I say it last week? Didn't I put all this on the 21st of last week? I just drew them from the past. And then I'm just going to wait for the news to bring it down. And we know what day it's going to happen now. Do you think I'm going to be accumulating? Oh, we also know it's going to dip back down. But it's not going to dip back down here. No. It'll bounce off this. It's going to bounce into this pocket. We're going to break up out of here. We're going to break up out of here. And this will break us up to the 100K. This breaks us out of the 60,000 zone. I hope. Or this will break us out of 60. And then the next one breaks us out of the 100K. But I don't really... this is November, right? Well, there is a November surge. I didn't call it here. I'll put it in later. Hold on, no. Let's do that now. I'm not going to do it later. Hold on. Pardon me. Because we gotta be right out here, right? We gotta be exact. When is the next run-up? We have a dip here in November 6th. And then November 13th, we have the subsequent last run-up. So November 13th, we need to have another one of these. Okay. So we're just going to click on this and drag her on over and put her at November 17th. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, we are. December. November. $15th. Okay. There we go. So we've got a dip on the 8th and a quick dip on the 15th. There we go. And that's the last subsequent run-up. We'll call it for the 21st, though I could call this run as a green run. Hold on. I'll do right. Give me a second. I'll do right. Let's turn this one into the bright green that we used here that I don't have saved. So give me 1 second. I need this. Oh, that's it right there. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Last run up. I'm calling it the last run up. Last run up coming. And this we're going to say I announced today on the 28th. This is going to be last run up. That's all I need there because it's not that. Okay, there we go. So this is called now. All right, you see it right there. 628, I'm calling the November run up. Right here. Seasons of Bitcoin. We got seasons of Bitcoin, bruh. It's what we do. All right. So we are calling our run-ups. We have called our dips and our run-ups. I added it here as a note so y'all see it because that's what we're doing now. So we just plotted this out because of the news. This is what you do for your strategies, right? You can't just run your strategy on your own because what if I'm doing a business, right? And I get caught up in this thing and I keep buying, and then it crashes. Am I making good money from my company? No. If I know this is where these guys are playing, I'm going to get it here and I'm done. after we're in the zone. I'm not buying anymore because this is all my profit margin for the rest of the year. So it's best to just buy right now and play out the rest of the year. Done. So once we get out of the zone, once this last dip happens and this subsequent run, next first run breaks us up, we'll see where it breaks us up to if it happens. I mean, I believe it's going to play the way it's been playing since it's kind of already signaling it's doing it again. You know, was didn't I? These are all the ones that are just systematically put in just because that's the way it runs. So we're going to see. What else we got, Leo? GameFi projects are on the rise as new gaming model finds interest among Zoomers. Oh, that's the millennial Z. That's the Generation Zers, right? The older Gen Zs. So GameFi, remember, we got to look at our names and our terminologies, right? When industries show up, we need to make sure we understand the terms that are being said to us so that we can store them. When I told you and keep telling you in the Discord, link in the description, let me go to this Discord real quick. And if you go there, you see I'm talking about decentralized like game networks or back end storage networks. Where is it? Engine is where I want to store stuff. I'm seeing that. Let's see. Hold on. Hold up. There we go. Games. Ultra. It's another gameplay right there. Engine. Another game. So you're seeing I'm really heavily looking at games. It just makes sense to be in a game market because that is going to be where gamers are going to make their money. So I want to be on the back end of that. So GameFi projects are on the rise. So that's the name of it. DeFi is GameFi, so they're going to try to term it that way. Generate financial means with one of the most lauded activities, games, being integrated into the decentralized finance DeFi space. Okay. Oh, so gamification and DeFi. All right, so now we're going to be gaming. All right, interesting. I'll look into this. Crypto FIFA. There's some interesting things. All right, so there you go. Y'all got homework. GameFi. Start looking at these game models. Because again, digital is going to be how you play because there's no analog, right? So you need to start looking at digital worlds, digital universes. There's going to be plenty of them. And what I mean by universe, it doesn't mean that the game has to be a game. It could be something as simple as staking for a platform. That's a universe. So staking for that platform can earn you money. Being the engine for that platform can earn you money. Being a part of the game, being a store in the game, selling products in the game, being a merchant, right? So there's plenty of opportunity to get digital commerce going. Where are the gamers at? What games are hot? Who's got an X amount of games? Can you start selling products there? That's what I'm going to start looking at. So like I said, when crypto winter comes, I'm going to be looking at products. The reason why I'm looking at a database is I need to be able to store all the, like I want a list of all my assets. And in time, I want to be able to have those assets be used for multiple marketing campaigns or being able to be pushed into multiple worlds. And I want to know where everything's at and how much it all makes. How do I do that? Right? That's what I'm building for myself, and it's going to be able to be used with other people. Crypto investment giant Pantera eyes this new DeFi project. Who is Pantera looking at? Pantera Capital. Who are you looking at? Huh? I'll watch your pockets. 50 billion worth of assets locked into DeFi. DeFi hats, according to CipherTrace. Risk Harbor, a risk management marketplace for DeFi. Get rewarded for protecting capital in protocols. By protection with Risk Harbor today, we constantly are adding new protocols to help boost our user earnings. Security. Platform based on risk assessment and data. Objectives, Pantera, Framework, Coinbase, Pompliano. These are some names that we hear all the time. Again, it's not bad to pocket watch. Bain Capital. Interesting. See what happens? AI may have given us something. Let's look at the app. Connect to the wallets. Connect with MetaMask. Let's see. All right. I'm connected. Which network am I on? Hey, we're on the Matic network. Sorry, you don't have any petitions underwritten. Harvest USDC. 1%. Explore the market. View all. That's kind of low. 3.31. Find the perfect pool. BB USDC. Expiry. 414. The price utilization is open. Only 3% is utilized. Interesting. Harvest USD, Barnbridge USDC. This pool offers protection for and Harvest is a yield farming protocol. Save gas, minimize yields. Users deposit their USDC tokens into a contract and receive FUSDC claim tokens that allow them to collect rewards and eventually withdraw their staked USDC tokens from the pool. Eventually, so they're locked in a contract. Gotcha. Interesting. And you see, that easy. I logged into the account. I was able to be in this app, and I could invest if I wanted to. That's how fast it is. That's how fast DeFi is. So just that fast. You saw me look at this investment thing. So interesting. I'm gonna keep them on my radar, especially if they're in it. Try it out. It doesn't hurt. Test a little bit. Especially, where am I gonna get my interest during crypto winter, right? Crypto whales abruptly move 175 million in Ethereum and XRP. Yeah, man. People know what's going on. I'm looking at XRP, the program, as well. So, interesting. Introduce smart contracts in Taproot? Really? We will see. I don't know. That's what they say he's going to do. While Bitcoin and Ethereum Coinbase listed Cello rises 46%. Cello. Okay, got to get them back on my radar. U.S. man selling Bitcoin without a license faces 5 years in prison. Yeah. Really? What were you operating? That they can... Who got you and how they... New Orleans. Okay, so New Orleans has been charged for selling Bitcoin without registering with the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN. So you can be locked up by this Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. Who are these people? And what gives you your power? It is a bureau of the United States Department of Treasury. The same people that can get you with RICO Act, right? Isn't the Treasury the one that hits you with RICO? Oh. RICO Act. Racketeering, corruption, crimes and criminals. Who is the one that enforces this? Introduced into Senate. let's just see. Fine. TREAS. Nope. So the Treasury has nothing to do with this. Okay. So it's just a Fed standard. But the Treasury is the one that handles this. So the Treasury does this. Damn. So who is the Treasury working for? U.S. is a national treasury of the federal government of the United States, where it serves as an executive department. So it's its own department, yes. Is the IRS the U.S. Treasury? The Internal Revenue Service is the revenue service of the United States federal government, which was known for collecting taxes. The Treasury Department, Pennsylvania, it's in Washington. It collects taxes through the Internal Revenue Service. So it works for the IRS. Well, the IRS works for the Treasury. Okay, but not really. They're still separate. Whew. And you wonder where all your tax dollars go. Okay. Interesting. So FinCEN is allowed to arrest people. Let's see what FinCEN's been in the news for recently besides that. Law enforcement successes resulting 3 days ago. So this must be all about the Bank Secrecy Act and the need for art fiduciaries. Former FinCEN. So they got corruption inside their own business. The Corporate Treasury Act. FinCEN to collect what? Beneficial ownership information. The Corporate Transparency Act. Reporting. All right. Yeah, that whatever it is, they're getting a lot. When they arrested that person, something else came up, something new. See, 2 days ago, a man gets arrested. 3 days ago, an act was passed. You see how this runs? So 3 days ago, an act passed, and then a man was arrested. Right? 2 days ago in Bitcoin news. Right? They passed an act and a man was arrested. From FinCEN. Right? You see it, right? You see how quick they moved on that. 250,000 up to 3 years. How is he selling it? The owner manager of Nervous Light Capital, court documents show he used Nervous Light Capital along with the bank accounts of 4 other companies to sell Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to customers. So basically what he did was he just sold Bitcoin. Personally. He bought Bitcoin in his business and became a financier to people. And he got arrested for that. So that's like if you lose local Bitcoins, what they're trying to do is, I think they are trying to stop this. Locally. Because you can use a site like this and sell Bitcoin in the United States. So if you use, basically what they're saying is if you use this site, you can get arrested. Because there's a bunch of people that don't have bank accounts. Oh, shoot. This is what they're doing. Oh, crap. Wow. All right. See, I use dots in my brain as far as how I store information. You see, this site was the only way when I first saw Bitcoin that you could get into it. Right now, this would be if you didn't go to an ATM machine or something that they can control. This is the only way you could go someplace physically, meet up with somebody, and or not even meet them. You could PayPal it over, cash transfer. Like you could sell Bitcoin like this. You're like, even if you had a business and you say, I could sell you some Bitcoin out of my wallet, that's a fine, or that's jail time. So now you see why I choose the business I choose. Because right now this could be a dummy mission for a lot of brothers in the neighborhood that want to get people on crypto. They may see this as a way for them to hustle, and this is what they're gonna do to lock us the hell up. That's why I talk about working on projects. That's why I always look at the easiest way to make money. While this is an easy way to do it, is short, especially when now they're gonna serve FinCEN can lock you up. So, all right, I'm gonna star this one because that's pretty big. That's pretty big, and that isn't getting any real news cycle. That's slipping through the radar. That's huge. Is Cardano the strongest altcoin in the market? It's strong for me and for the next cycle. If you see where where Ethereum is, understand Cardano's in season 1, so it should hit $10. And then next season that starts in 2024 through 2027 will be its second season, and its second season should act like Ethereum in its second season, and that should be around $1,000. 500 to 1,000 is the next cycle for that. So if you, depending on how much Cardano you have, then if it plays out the same way, again, it's really all if they deliver on what they promise as far as September, smart contracts go out. If it does, they'll be in cycle. They'll have a smart contract out in the cycle, and that will bring it to $10 if they do it in September, right before that hyper run, right? We know why people announce when they're going to announce. Okay, hold on. Let's verify, right? We know September they're announcing, right? So when is Cardano announcing smart contracts? It's gonna have to be sometime after September 6th. It shouldn't be before it. If it's before it, it could actually hurt it. So hold on, let's see. When is Cardano announcing smart contracts? Let's do Cardano on our own. Let's put it to September, right? Let's get to September 30th, right? No, shoot. Sorry. Let's start from July and go to the end of September. No. Yeah. It's fine. And I should just do... Oh, I don't need it. There it is, right there. September 30th. I said it had to be after the 21st, right? Gosh. I said September 30th, right? I said September 30th, right? That's the 27th. Do you see how the news shapes up to where... You see how I say it's a game? Now do you see why I say it's a game? Damn problem with my damn ADD and obsessiveness with data is that I end up seeing these things, but it's a good thing. Here are the top crypto assets to own for the next 5 years. Really? What's the top crypto assets to own? Bitcoin, of course. ADA, of course. DOT and Kusama. Yeah, I would say that those are interesting to grab. Engine. Hey, aren't these all the things I've been talking about? Didn't I show you Engine in the Discord? I'm not crazy, am I? I'm not crazy. I mean, I am. But this is Engine, right? Engine. Didn't I show you there's a new multiverse? Yeah. When did I show it to you? I showed you last week when? On the 25th. Which was Friday. Just showed you Friday. Look at the news Monday. Engine. Blockchain flow. Entertainment focused blockchain flow. FLOW. Hold on. Hold up. That's one that's not on the radar, y'all. FLOW. Flow. It's 121. 121. $8. Give me what it's been the last 180 days. It was up to $38 and it's down to $8. Ha! And he says he wants that with engine. Hold on. Hula. First off, what market is it in? Kraken. Hit BTC. I can get some in there. Okay. Y'all see it here. The top one is Hubai, but I can't get into that one because they don't allow Americans. I believe I can grab some from Hit BTC, but if not, the American company Kraken, you can. So, you know, I'm going to have to do what I got to do and bring it over there. And it's USDT. That's why I said I have to keep my USDT in play. Even though that dude was scared about USDT. Remember him? Remember this guy that was worried about Tether, USDT? Yeah. He's worried about USDT. Yeah. That's why he's worried about USDT. He doesn't want you to be able to purchase what one of his homeboys just purchased. Kraken. Euro. USD. No. Wait, USD. Oh, it's USDT only on Hit BTC. It's USD. I don't want USD because I don't want a taxable event. I don't want Euro. I don't want I'll have to do ETH. Yep, I'm gonna have to do ETH on it. That'll be the only way I can get it, is to do it with ETH. I am surprised it is not on any decentralized exchange. I am really surprised. All right, I've got to grab me some. First, let's see what it is. What do? Flow is a new blockchain built for the next generation of apps, games, and digital assets that power them. Start building. Oh, you can start building on it. Flow crypto token is not available on Uniswap. It's not available. All right, let's see. Crypto. You've never seen it. Vibrant communities. Join a rich ecosystem and help build the future. Sports. Top Shot. UFC. Culture. Warner. Ubisoft. That's big. Dr. Seuss. Crypto Kitties. Yep. Samsung, Ubisoft, Warner, NBA, and NBA Top Shot. Samsung is big, of course. So, interesting. No sharding. You can build what you can. You know what? We're gonna look at this. I'm gonna put this out for the tribe. Hold on. Let me put this out for the tribe. Let me put it out for the tribe. We must put it out for the tribe. Notes. Boom. Right? We got to do that. Open world. All right, let's go on. Okay, so we've got it in there, so we can just move on. Y'all see it. We saw it because of the news. Just because this dude bought some really good stuff and he's smart. It seems like he knows what he's picking into, and he picked engine. Smart. So to see flow show up on that, and I never even heard of it. And I have XCAD. I do have XCAD in something. I think it's on one of my, hold on. Hold up. No. Not that one. This one. Ha. See when you pick some of the pumpers that pump, some of the pumpers that pop up. And then when they pop, you can kind of grab them and jump into them when they show up. Quant, see? When they pop. So, and as you can see, the robot, again, I don't talk about them as much because they're boring. I mean boring in a great way. Market was like crap. You see 12% down, but still made 6%. So this is what robots do. I don't harp on them no more. Links in the description for how to do the training for how to make your own robots. 9% on Kucoin. 9%. And then the Coinbase Jones, hold on. Damn, hold on. Did I close it by accident? Hold on. This is Kucoin. There we go. There we are. The Coinbase one is doing 5%. And this is the low risk one. This is like the one that was only making like 2%. And you see it's all Coinbase. There's no extra things messing with that percentage anymore like it used to do. This is strictly Coinbase and optimization for long-term holdings with not touching so that it can't be touched anymore. As you can see, 72 grid lines is what I'm going on this one. And that's like my new thing is to keep the grid lines big. Let it drop and fall where it wants to fall. Stop touching the robots consistently over and over again and let them play for as long as they can play. 13 days is great. It ran up, broke up, and came and kept going. That's 24. All of these are old. They're going to start as they stop performing. I'll swap them out and they'll get the larger grid pairs. These are all older grid pairs. If you see 20, I am now 50 and above for grid pairs. If it can do higher than that. Some of these can't get any higher. Like they just don't have enough in them for that. But if you have enough weight on it over $100, you should be able to get, a decent amount of grid pairs. So I'm showing you, even $80 got 60 grid pairs. So I'm showing you low amounts of money can earn you 2%. Why not? That's 5 days earning 2%. The longer it can play, the better it is long term, right? So 19 days, this still made 9% and it's been playing for 19 days. 19 days. What does the market look like in the last 19 days? Y'all remember? Want me to remind you? Let's go to the day. So you can see 28th, right? So we need to go back to like 18, like around 17, 18. Look at the last 19 days. The dip, sideways. And since that's been happening, a dip and sideways, this has only earned 1%, 1.1 is a little over. This earned 0%, but we earned 1% here just from a sideways play. 10%, 17%, sideways play, 2%, 5%, sideways play. Negative 5%, 2%, sideways with a dip, which means we made more on this while it was running, right? So if you look at it, I can easily tell you, I can see that. Oh yeah, it did. We went, we dipped, we bought, and it started selling right back into it and playing sideways. So we dived, bought all the way down, and are starting to still earn profit. And we're just going to let it play because it's going to spring back out. We know it is. The market already proved it to us. We already know what the manipulation's in and when it's going to do its thing. Right? Let me get back to our news cycle. Give me a second. There it is. And then get back into our news. So yeah, good play. We got a new one, Flow. So let's go ahead and star that one. That's big. New York mayoral frontrunner plans to make Big Apple the center for Bitcoin and crypto adoption. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. New mayor wants New York to be the Bitcoin crypto mecca. Good luck with them taxes, bruh. Because you got a lot of work to do to lower them to be able to say you want to do that. Do that, do that, do that. 10,000 financial institutions can now... Y'all saw that? Didn't I tell you a couple weeks ago, hundreds of banks within June and July were going to be announcing that they're going to be in crypto? Now I'm telling you, 10,000 financial institutions can now let customers buy, sell, hold Bitcoin through their accounts. Banks and credit unions of all sizes can now facilitate the buying. So they got rid of a guy that could buy and sell. They just arrested him. Let's not get cute. Let's go back up. Remember, this guy just got arrested 3 days ago. And now, 2 days ago, they also announced that financial institutions could sell. Do you see what I mean? Y'all don't see it? All right, whatever. Y'all don't see it. 10,000 financial institutions can now sell. One man gets arrested for selling some damn Bitcoin. The game is locking up on y'all. Y'all keep playing this crap light. Y'all keep on. Y'all keep thinking y'all know this game. Did y'all know the internet when you saw it? I didn't. I can't even lie to you. I didn't even see desktop computers when I was told to buy it at $5 a share. I didn't see it. I can tell you. I won't lie to you. I didn't understand internet. I started to begin to understand it a little bit. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand social network when I saw it with MySpace. I didn't understand it. But now you're telling me we're reprogramming a new internet and you're going to redo the same software? Needing the same companies, needing new websites, needing new business models, but some of them are the same business models. So, scarce. They're now selling it to you right now. They want you to buy, and they're going to look like rock stars. Because now all these, come on, buy it from me. Watch how I get these coins up for you. You can now buy, but buy it from me. Yeah, we got your game, homeboy. Yeah. All right, yeah. Bitcoin whales are accumulating Ethereum. So, yeah, they're not on Bitcoin. They understand what's going on, especially since now Israel's doing the digital shekel and all these companies are getting on the Ethereum train. Whoop, whoop. Get ready for the Cardano one next season starting 2024. Yes, sir. You better be getting yours today at $1 and some. You be stupid not to, but I'm not giving you advice because y'all can't hold out. Y'all ain't gonna want to hold it. I'm holding mine. I mean, I bought some just to get rid of some at 10. But I'm not getting rid of all of it. I'm just getting rid of some for profit. Like, I just want to make some profits on it. Because I know it's going back down in January. So, end of November, I'm going to snitzel some and then get right back at the bottom. This game plays out the same. I'm just going to ride with them because they're manipulators. So, ride the manipulation, bros. Ride it because we may not like it, but you just better ride it. The manipulation is in, but we're going to ride the waves. That's what navigators do. That's what I was for my people. I understand that now. Oh, pirates. Yes, they rob I, sold I to the merchant ship. Means that my people must have been on waters. Who was in the waters after 1492? It was the Ottoman Empire. And there was a lot of pirates in them days. A lot of them became politicians. Parliament, right? Parliament. Parlay, that's a pirate term. Go watch your Pirates of the Caribbean. They spend a whole lot of time talking about parlay. They were laughing in your face because don't they still have parliament? Isn't that Congress? Bunch of pirates, being able to divvy up their spoils across their regions. Regions, right? Regents? Yeah. Okay. We get it. At least I do. So yeah, they're moving into ETH because it makes sense. Dangerous collapse below 20,000. Fuck out of here. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Glassnode, that's the software we use. Remember, I pay for this, so you trash went through that, so you ain't got to go through that. and I show you the back end, and I show you that the 1,000 whales are dumping to pull the market down. They're accumulating as always as 100. They always silently accumulate while the 10% are also moving down. And of course, now everybody's going to kind of run in, the 0.01s. Everybody's going to run in, but watch that fake come. Watch out for the fake. Y'all are rising with it. That's cool, but watch out for the fake. Because they are going to pull one. We already mapped it out. Bam, right around the 12th of July. The week of the 12th, right after the 4th. It's going to be in this zone from the 4th of July to the 12th. Right in that zone is going to be a dip. Happened every single season of Bitcoin. Every single one. Yep. Sees a wave of innovation underway despite the market meltdown. Yes, everybody's going into, like we're talking about software. Everybody's running into software now. Matic, but whatever. Cardano, Sol. Everybody's running into software. So yeah, market can be down, but if you're building something, you don't give a damn. You just know it's best to buy it all now, get into your tech now. When it runs up, cash out at the top, and then use that investment money through the cold season of Bitcoin for the next 2 years till the next halving in 2024. Well, actually, it's longer than 2 years to be able to build something to survive. You've got to survive crypto winter. That's how you're a crypto company. You survive crypto winter. You understand it. Cardano remains one of the top racehorses in this market. Yep, it's a $10 play for this cycle. I know it. It's a $10 play. Ethereum played that way. It's a $10 play for this cycle. And it's made by a guy that was in Ethereum. And they both looked at Bitcoin. They both looked at the software. So we know the fix is in. Remember, they do this. Market manipulation 2021. This was back in April 25th. This guy went right here. He was calling that it's going to bounce down to 28.32 right around after the May 21st. And it played out exact. Where are we? Huh? Aren't we right where they said we were going to be? 28 to 32 into this blue line, 32, purple line, 28. Between these numbers, we now know where they're playing. We knew it. We're in accumulation. How do we know that? Where did we bounce and stay for a while? We stayed here. That's an accumulation zone. This will be another accumulation zone when it goes on the other side. There'll be another accumulation zone to solidify this one. And then we're going to have this big, huge bounce point from when it crashes in November. It just has to play that way. That's just the way it plays because the manipulators have been doing this since season 2 of Bitcoin. And the halvening also begins a cycle of breathing, of investment and retraction and investment and retraction. That's just the way Bitcoin plays. It's a software technology. So either we understand it or we don't. What else we got? Mexico's third richest man recommends Bitcoin. We already know that. So we're going to add that. Market is red. Crypto fund executive blasts Chinese miner FUD, says bigger catalyst drives Bitcoin price. Yep. I mean, losing hash rate is losing hash rate. Miners not being profitable is miners not being profitable. Like literally, miners are not profitable right now. I think I have it closed. Yeah, I do. But Bitcoin miners aren't profitable. And you, especially if you invested and it's like a couple $1,000 for your miner, you're not recouping that this season. You're recouping that next. You're recouping it this year. You're recouping it like in 11 months. So you're not recouping it until like the middle of crypto winter next year. If you can recoup, again, we're going to go through a crash. So you might have to try to, you just might have to use Bitcoin as or some of the altcoins summer. Use altcoin summer to be able to stack up, to be able to buy your hardware during crypto winter next spring when everybody's selling off their hardware cheap. That's our play. If you're going to do hardware, I'm going to get into crypto mining after March. Why did I choose March? I told y'all why I chose March. If you look at my videos, I chose March because look, February is at the end of the last cycle's crash. When it dipped and crashed in December, January, it kept falling all the way to February. After February, this would be the best time for me to buy because while this is all falling down, This little time right here is a window, right? Goes all the way September. Hold on. Wait, wrong way. Oh, there we go. Right? Crash, February. And right here, February, like the first few weeks of February, you've got this low. Let's go into weeks instead of days. Hold on. That way we can kind of... No, it's not helpful. You can't really see it. 3 days? Can we use it with 3 day? We might be able... There we go. We can use the 3 day. That way it's not that much digits, right? So we've got the 31st, right there. So first week of February. You're going to have a slight little pump. Then it's going to bump. You can actually wait till late. If you wanted to, you could wait till it really dies off. Like you don't want to be in here at all. You could wait till 2019. Right, see November. No, actually, the end of the year. That last November dip of the next year. So next year, November, there'll be another November dip. Like I tell you, there's always a November dip. That's the red. There's a November dip. And when it dips, that's when it'll fall again till December. And then typically through January, there's a slight dip. So, yeah, see? So this will be the next crash, and that's how it's going to play out. So if I'm going to buy, I'll start buying hardware right here. Because if not, I'll have to wait till we get all the way down here. That makes no sense. So I'll buy right here in February. Take my profits and buy right in February of 2022. If Bitcoin plays exactly the same way, right? I don't know if Bitcoin will follow the path of technology stocks. I don't really keep up with technology stocks. So let's mark this, as red. And see if there's any more news. There is not. Good. Let's look in business. Because I did see a few things that I'm going to need or kind of look on. Yeah. So I told you I'm looking for weakness. I'm looking for weakness in the dollar still. So we went through all the news and you saw a lot of weakness where people are going to use Bitcoin. But I want to see if there's any physical weakness that we got to look at in business, right? So Bank of Prussia considers a rate increase of up to 1%. So, of Russia, I call it Prussia. This was the original name. So if they do a percent hike, that's going to cause their market to crash. They'll have to ease quantitative spending. They have to stop spending. So if they can stop spending if they stop spending and they're not, because every market right now is stuck on spending. Like they're printing money. These feds are printing money. They're just printing, and everybody's printing money, debasing their dollar. So hence, that's why being in an asset that only has 21 million just makes sense. Because at least it can't be debased. And if you hold it over 4 years, right? Do I think in 4 years it's going to be higher or lower? Scarcity. Scarcity always wins. So of course it's going to be higher. U.S. job market begins a weird summer with choppy recovery. See? Bloomberg talking about shaky recovery. Reverse migration is picking up in China as workers give up on big cities. Do you see big cities exodus here in America? I do. Big city exodus has happened since what a couple years ago, right? Wasn't Silicon Valley about to, was it emptying already? California was coming to, people in California were coming to Georgia to film. Made in Georgia. Yes, all over. So I already knew cities were emptying. I already knew real estate was way too high because you had too much foreign spending on property, because property was the only hedge against inflation. But you can't hedge on something that's already overpriced and needs a correction. The only thing that's not is digital transactional systems that have a monetary unit of value that is static and cannot be changed. Sorry, that's just the truth. 4% of the supply chain leaders are future ready. Only 4% are future ready. What does that mean? What do they mean by future ready? What does it mean? Accenture, get out of my face with all these ads. Has been on a greatest stress test. Okay, according to new research, 81% supply chain leaders say the pandemic has been their organization's greatest stress test, and that they're facing they're facing a technological change at unprecedented speed and scale. What's more, only 4% say they are future ready, while 34% expect to be there by 2023. So they think that they're behind and they'll get there by 2023. The research also underlines the need for enterprises to get up to speed. Future ready organizations were found to be twice as efficient and 3 times more profitable than peers. Okay, so what does that mean? Let's get through the rigmarole, right? Can you scale your business right now? Is your business ready for scale right now? That's the biggest question every company's dealing with. Can you scale? If you can't scale, you've got an issue. If you can scale, you're pretty good. But right now, most businesses can't scale. Like, I look at my business, I know I'm going to be putting a lot of data. I'm going to have a lot of global data. I'm going to have a lot of real-time data, a lot of market data, a lot of trade data. There's a lot of trade data good right now. I have over 100,000 trades. And I need, like, analyze and all that other stuff. That's what I'm building my system for, to start analyzing my trades and analyzing all the things. What's profitability, blah, 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 all that. So that I'm more on the cusp of all the markets that I'm going to be in, selling multiple goods, multiple places for multiple types of coin. Where is that coin this month? Where is it next month? Should I be moving my coin out of one market to another? Where are we in the season of Bitcoin? Should I be shifting into US dollar coin because a big market crash is getting ready to happen because it's cyclical? I must play the tide of Bitcoin all times. Until we don't, I wish we could stop, but we're not there yet. But I wish we could stop. It's annoying. But this is how it breathes for now. Inflation looks bad now, but it's pretty much sticking to the script. Yes. Now every news source is talking about inflation, when just last year or just earlier this year, oh, inflation is imaginary. And I've been saying for the last couple of weeks, right? Hyperinflation. What is your product? Because you need to make your own money. Created a decentralized organization, creating dApps to earn your own revenue. Understand data is the new oil. Everybody else is buying without you 3 weeks ago. What do you have? You have no jobs because Occupy Wall Street happened 10 years ago and there's still no solution to that. Shut up anybody that's in their first season who don't understand how this runs. And I'm just waiting and watching for the run. Knowing it's coming a month ago. I just have to wait. Watching for the run. When is it going to start? Where are we at? What's in your wallet? What are you holding over what these idiots are holding? Because inflation is bad. Do you have something that's going to appreciate in value? I know that by the end of the year, Bitcoin will be more than what it is right now. Even when it crashes, it'll crash, it'll recover within the next halvening cycle. And the next halvening cycle is 2024. And we go through this shit all over again. I plan for the next cycle. I'm not planning for this one. This one's done. I'm just buying up. Like my cycle actually stopped back here. I told everybody I was done investing back here. Back in February. I said, I'm finished. But then it brought it back down here. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm back in. Because I didn't sell anything up here. So I'm like, wait, we're going back down here? No, I'm going to accumulate some more. Because I did end up buying a little bit up here. But I'll buy more down here while I can because we're going to go up. I already have my green signal where I know the market typically goes. But I need an asset that can beat the fact that my groceries keep going up every damn year. And if I want better, cleaner food, it's going to cost me more money. Organic chicken's like $14. It was just $5. Inflation. And the fact they didn't get away with the crap. That's why I also got to look at meat, look at farms. I got to play for their ass. Let me be able to make these farmers some money mining Bitcoin off of methane. F y'all, man. Let's go. New data offers. Stop having your robots right. New data offers even more proof price inflation is on the rise. Come on, man. I told y'all. Business news and crypto news fall together. All of a sudden, I'm looking at my business news saying, well, why the hell is my business going to survive? Like, if I had employees, how the hell are they going to survive? I got to raise my prices on somebody. Or I can't have employees. I got to think different then. See? Nah, I got to think different then. How do I help other people make money so they can make money with me? Okay, still on the same page then. Still got to do the same hustle then. Because just from the top news I just found, while overnight, these are the things I found over the last few days. New data offers even more proof than that, right? TikTok Insider says social media company is tightly controlled by the Chinese parent ByteDance. I'm trying to tell y'all better watch our data. Y'all keep playing with these outside softwares that's collecting your data, that can have access to your microphone and your camera. I used to be an ethical hacker for Citibank. I'm just saying. I like TikTok. Don't get me wrong. It's dope, but I don't give them that much data, though, unless I want them to have it. And it's for business. That helps my business, so screw them. Right? But you have to know what you're playing with, so just be careful with your data. And be careful what the apps have access to. I don't put it on my main phone anymore. I'm not going to. I'm going to be putting it on side phones or little tablet devices. And then the tablet device can be turned the hell off. Senator warns of extraordinary financial hardship if student loans resume. So what are we going to do? How do we pay our debts? Well, no, I know students don't got no jobs, though. Damn, we seem to be running into a cycle. Do we keep paying for the fact that we can't pay for nothing? See? Kind of a sticky road, but she ain't offering no damn solution to. Of course not. Bitcoin's bad. Bitcoin bad. But if you were mining it yourself and being able to, or mining something else, I mean, Bitcoin is oversaturated right now unless you got the guap for it. I'd find some cheap miners like I'm doing. I'm trying to find as many as I can and start mining and getting that rolling for you and getting ready for crypto winter next year. Businesses tell their workforce to return to offices by Labor Day or sooner. They're going to get fired or you're going to get a reduction in cash flow. Infrastructure is going up for sale because they got no way to pay for it. And the infrastructure is falling apart. We see that with the latest tremendous disaster that's based off of the weakening of infrastructure. Again, blood is in the water, y'all. Let me show you something. Let me show you this. Why the word infrastructure is being used so much. Decay. Infrastructure. Decaying, right? Decaying. I want it in real time. I want it right now. Infrastructure. Probably spelled that right. Oh, look at them. Images, right? Because I always just don't, so you got roads that are messed up. No, I need United States. United States, decaying infrastructure. UNITED. But with other countries, I mean, that could be everywhere, right? Everybody that was the big boss and no longer the big world powers. Could, like, the Rome falling, could be all those Romes falling in the same time. All right, here we go. U.S. architecture falling apart. BusinessInsider.com, right? And they're showing you all the infrastructure that's falling apart. I mean, look at our bridges, our roads. And there's some crazy stuff about, they just like draw little circles around things that are going to be a problem later and say they'll fix it later. Look at this, man. We haven't put no money. Look at our bridges. Look at that rust. Purple. When you see green, unless that was the paint that used to be on it, but that's oxide, right? That's the iron, and that's the oxide, the oxidation, right? Isn't that what it does? It turns like greenish blue when it oxidizes, right? Right. Well, then we get these collapses, U.S. infrastructure collapsing. So please understand, when they say that we've got an infrastructure problem, they're going to throw like $1 billion. I think this one damn bridge is a whole bunch of money. I don't think they have enough money to fix everything. Do you? Do you think they have enough money to fix all of the major cities in one time? Blood in the water, right? Blood on the land, too. It's called rust. Is the land's blood. That's the blood of a society. When we were the steel and industrial age, right? Quote unquote. That's the blood in the water for the infrastructure. That's why I say that these countries can smell blood in the water. They know that there's a huge problem. And again, the latest catastrophe proves it. I don't ever want to use anything like that, but I need to be able to talk about why things like that are going to continue. And there's nothing we can do about this. We don't know what's the next things to fall, because it's all falling. Like Lawrence Hill said, when it all falls down. So yeah, they're alarmed that infrastructure is being bought up by other people, but what other choice they have? Where are they going to get money to fix it? They can't get taxes to people because people can't get jobs. They need some way for people to make money, but they have no way to people to make money. They're talking about things like universal basic income, right? They've been talking about that for years. Fair tax law? Hold on. Fair tax law, that was where they wanted just a simple tax strategy that people won't even pay taxes no more. The corporations would pay all the taxes, right? But then you've got universal basic universal basic income, right? See, it comes right up in the search term. Universal and basic income, or UBI, also called unconditional basic income, citizens basic income guarantee, basic living stipend, guaranteed annual income. Are we not getting that now? Aren't we getting some form of a basic income now? Do you think they can keep doing that with no real jobs? Are jobs going up? No, I already showed you McDonald's is about to automate. So our business plan still stays the way it is, fortunately and unfortunately. Supreme Court has 15-year Valley Water IoT, Internet of Things contract for water. So Internet of Things, remember I told you IoT, Internet of Things, people connecting to Wi-Fi, all that. See, water is now, infrastructure is going to need to do it. So that whatever happens, that water can kind of make sure that everything is safe. The Supreme Court just handed down disastrous news for unions. What did you hand down? What did you just say, Supreme Court? Hold on. Screw that. Let's go into my business. And let's see what's coming up over here. Hold on. Inflation rate spikes as retail workers quit. Told y'all. People are going to quit. Hold on. I'm going to look for that one story. Because I want to see what it found for it. Hold on. handed unions. Okay, Supreme Court unions, right? Supreme Court unions. Hold on. Let me see. Supreme Court. Hold on. Let me scroll down a little bit. All right, and let me Control F, S, U, P. Ugh, it's not here. See, this is what I mean by some things just don't ever show up where I want it. And it should be here because we saved it here and it's supposed to feed here. So I wanted to see what the robot would find for it, as far as what it was looking for. Since 1956, I'm just going to scroll through. Extraordinarily differential to property owners. Clause constructing a high-rise office building on top of the station. Unions, what did you do? See, it's not. It's being legalese, and Vox tries to be cute and stuff. Hold on. Let's see Supreme Court and unions, right? So let's search that. Let's just get rid of all this. This is how we're going to bypass their idiocy. Then grab some more news, right? And then we can now go to something like the New York Times and see what they say. Rules against. In case concerned unique state regulation allowing labor resident. Oh, here we go. The case concerned a unique state regulation allowing labor representatives to meet with farm workers at their workplaces for up to 3 hours a day for as many as 120 days a year. Okay. The Supreme Court ruled on Wednesday that a California union organizer to recruit vote was 6-3. Oh, gotcha. So the Supreme Court ruled on Wednesday that California regulation allowing union organizers to recruit agricultural workers at their workplaces violated. Okay, see, when they say agricultural workers, it throws you off because in my head I saw farmers. But what I'm looking at is the Supreme Court ruled that a worker at his job could not be talked to by a union organizer at the job. Get the hip up out my land, bruh. That's what that is. Get up on my property. So now if you want to talk, you got to do it on your own place. You got to be someplace else. You can't do it on my premises. You're not going to cause problems on my premises anymore. And that's now precedent, and that can ripple. California ripples everywhere else. So there you go. Now I understand what that is. Vox being cute and clamorous. Just didn't want to tell us. But that's what it is. Basically, unions cannot try to... They're going to crush unions. Right now, unions don't even matter anymore. Unions are crushed already. Well, how's that, Traj? How is unions crushed? Unions are crushed because I can't work at a place that has a union anyway. Because, for the most part, you're going to be competing against a robot. So if you wanted a union, well, I'll just get rid of you. I.e. McDonald's, right? Let's go back. Just in case y'all forgot. McDonald's. $15 an hour. Salary. Right? What did McDonald's just say about the $15 salary? They'll do just fine with higher wages. Salary automation. Let's use that word instead of robots. Because sometimes they mask it with the words automation. There you go. Fox Business. $15 minimum wage would raise prices, cost jobs, former CEO says. Explain how a 15 here we go. Economic education. The foundation for economic education. Come here. Let's do this. Let's go there. Let's go to the organization that handles economic education for people, right? What do they say? The proponents of the $15 minimum wage, like Bernie Sanders, argue that it would lift millions of workers. They're going to force the cost of labor up, which means it's going to force management to find alternative, which means, hence, as he's saying, hence, they're going to lose jobs. Hence. Why? Because they're going to go with an automatic ordering voice technology at their... Okay, here we go. They're breaking down what they're doing in automation just in food services. So here, I didn't know this. So let's get deeper into this. Consumers will ultimately end up carrying the costs associated with wage hike. And that the push toward automation is aimed at maintaining the convenience and speed of fast food. He also warned that automation will allow institutional big guys, we always talk about them, to take over the industry at the expense of small business. I can go ahead and get my robots out, and I can get this at scale, and I can get a robot kitchen out here crushing y'all. So if McDonald's don't do it, another small fry will do it and crush them. Don't believe me? Okay. Pizza robot. Boom, 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 boom. Austin cyclists split on sharing bike lanes with pizza delivery robots. Pizza robots. Pizza robot. Pizza robot. Hello, 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 Mr. Pizza Robot. Right? That's the driving one. Pizza robot. Pizza making robot. That's what I need. Pizza making robot. Let's get real specific. I'm going to take the jobs from the people making pizza. 10 robots automating the food industry in 2021 trends. Here we go. Let's copy this. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah. Let me put that in the Discord real fast. I'm telling this. Automation of jobs. Boom. Ooh, automation. Automation of jobs. There we go. Right there. Just want to put that in there. 10 robots that are automating, right? So here's a salad making robot. Interactive robot bartender. Picnic, an automatic pizza making system. Oh, so we just buy into the system? Here we go. Hold on, let me or I have to wait 12. Continue the site. I'm not waiting 12 seconds for you. So here we go. See? Boom. You can watch it here, right? So you can go to the pizza thing and here we go. So let's hit the play button and there's no sound, right? I don't want no sound. Here we go. The guy's going in. Cheese is going in the hopper. Sauce is added to the hopper. Hit a couple buttons. And there you go. It squirts on the sauce and layers out the cheese and makes it... Look at that. Slicing. Oh, gets it sausage. Okay. So, yeah. All right. So you saw that, right? Okay. You saw that pizza robot made the pizza like that? You don't think it could be in a little vehicle doing that? All right. I understand. Mini bakery, automated loaf maker. We talked about Flippy the robot, right? Flippy the robot does a lot of stuff, right? Look, you make burgers. Flippy can fry stuff. So we showed you that. Block. I don't want that. All right. So we got that. Truebird, micro cafe coffee, right? Flippy. There's Flippy in the kitchen. Flipping burgers. Gelato maker. Milk on tap. Okay. So yeah, so a lot of robots. And that wasn't even the pizza bot I was talking about. There's multiple pizza bots. Coming to a restaurant near you. My name is Servy. Will be your robotic food runner, right? So in the food industry, which I keep an eye on, there's a serving robot. So you don't want to go work, you don't want to serve food. Hell, the restaurant won't even want you to serve food any damn way. Why? They have a risk of you being sick and bringing that to the office or to the workspace. This thing can be UV treated, cleaned every single time. Handed out from the kitchen. You ain't got to worry about the plates breaking. Hot stuff can be hot, delivered hot, right? So a lot. Drones want to be telling you. And there's some new law that came out for drones too. Just passed a new law. So again, if I know that, hey, Toyota, see, wiping tables, I showed you last week. So yeah, we know there's going to be issues. So, all right, let's go into business on the AI side. I want to show you what the AI found, right? So inflation, we talked about that. Digital transformation of small, medium SMEs. What's SMEs? Small, medium, business size business. I saw those SMBs, enterprises, right? I guess they call them NEs. It's supposed to be SMBs, small, medium businesses, not small, medium E's if you put B's, right? That's wrong. That's wrong, right? My ADD. I'm moving on. SMEs are going through a level of technology maturity in different stages of speeds, from family stores with products without barcodes to those much tech-savvy companies will use data to optimize their logistics and inventory. Right there. That's what blockchain is for me. Even my inventory, because it's music. What samples did I use where? Who did I use it from? I want to pay them some money. There you go. That simple. Who do I pay? How do I pay? How much am I paying them? When did I pay them last? How much did they receive over the year? Do I have to put them on 1099? Boom, 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 and boom. But I won't have to because it's all in crypto. All in crypto. Oh, shoot. Close the wrong window. Sorry, y'all. All right. So, yeah. Digital transformation. Data is the new oil. We talked about that. Give me a second. Let me just get this loaded back up. There's no going back to the status quo. No going back to work as usual. Silicon Valley is falling in love with ads again. They need to promote. So they have no choice but to fall in love with it. But I don't. Not the way I want to do my business. 3 things entrepreneurs should consider before hiring in the current gig economy. I just said that, right? Not even. This is new. Because I ended up refreshing because of my screen. So, see? Told you we're in a gig economy. I've been here for a long time. Just people didn't realize. Now you're in it. The jobs report will move markets in the week ahead. Yeah, the jobs market is coming out. I believe we're going to be weak again. Search in the metaverse. I keep telling you about multiple universes. The metaverse, augmented reality, video games. Your video game, like Grand Theft Auto, is a universe unto itself. It is a metaverse. If you can go log on and live and play, you're playing in a universe with other people in Grand Theft Auto. If you played Halo, and an hour later, you're in the Halo universe. That's another universe. You're in the multiverse with 2 different avatars. Get it? So why brands should optimize for visual search? You better have products or services that have pictures and images, bruh. How are people going to see you? You better be on Instagram. You better be on LinkedIn. You better be on, right? Visual. There you go. Twitter, Facebook, TV, ads, YouTube, shows, media. That is going to be the national product of America and all countries in the next coming years. There is nothing else. Artificial intelligence is the last invention man will create. And after that, it's making everything else. So just understand that's coming. You better get creative, because that's all we got left until it takes that from us. Back to the office blues. Can we stop workers from breaking up with their jobs? No. You're not going to pay them enough, and then you want to pay them less because you have to. Salaries are too overbloated for how much people can make or companies could make in products, and we're going into every product getting cheaper. Adobe went from having $1,000 product to it being $19. Photoshop was $1,000 product back in the day. Now it is literally $19. They realized it years ago that we had to get into micro transactions or smaller transactions, that your biggest bet was to bet on volume. I'll say that again. Your best bet is to bet on volume. How many people do you have? Times how much is each person generating is how much you're generating per month. You have 1,000 subscribers. You got 1,000 people that are subscribed to whatever it is. They subscribe for $5. That's 60 grand a year. 5,000 a month times 12. Easy math. Easy math. That's my math. It's easy math for me. I'm like, hey, 60 grand is a livable salary. I just got to make 5 grand a month. All right, I need 1,000 people. All right, I need $5. All right. Or I need to get more people and make it lower than $5. Right? I need 2,000 and 250. Get it? There you go. So people don't want to go back to the office because nobody wants to work doing the same shit for something that they don't even feel like they care about anymore. Like, the robots are going to do all that crap. It's time to change. What do you want to do? I know that's changed for me. Like, I'm going to start making music again, but now I can actually make music that'll make me money. Being in all these other multiverses. Here we go. Aldi will clean up in the grocery wars as food prices rise. Inflation. New York City installs first curbside electric vehicle. Thai central bank chief says credit access trumps rate level. The issue in Thailand has been more in the terms. Hold on. The Bank of Thailand sees access to credit for businesses as a more pressing issue for the economy. What? Wait. The Bank of Thailand sees access to credit for businesses, a business being able to get access to funds, you know, what all the money printing was supposed to be helping to do. Okay, businesses, credit for businesses is a more pressing issue for the economy than interest rate levels. Why? Because the businesses create employees who get to pay taxes that help that interest rate. Right. And will stay focused on domestic concerns amid possible normalization by other central banks. In other words, your problems ain't our problems because we all have the same problems. All of our problems will be normalized or spread across all of us. We're all not important anymore. Since we're all scrambling to figure it out, you're just going to be put on the back burner like the rest of us all are at the same time. Because the U.S. is in that too, right? The IMF, the International Monetary Fund, likes to control them things. As in terms of the speed and pace of renormalization, or we can reprioritize you, or no, those will have to respond to times. In terms of speed and pace of renormalization, those will have to respond to Thailand specific consideration. More than what other countries are doing, what the governor said on Bloomberg TV. The issue in Thailand has been more in the terms of access to liquidity, particularly for the small and medium-sized business. In other words, the enterprise level ones are getting it, not the small ones. Same thing here. I didn't get mine, and I've been waiting on it for a while. Rather than the level of policy rates, he said. It doesn't matter about what the interest rates are. I can't get people to damn get jobs if I can't get businesses to get money. Why do I care about your interest rate or me changing my interest rate if I can't get money to the people because the businesses can't get the money from y'all? Do you think that they're going to stay on their bank's money, or do you think that they're going to go to something like Bitcoin as they see these other countries are doing? You see what I'm doing, right? I'm looking for weakness and blood in the business waters that prove that we have no economy. And I have to say, then what else do we have? Well, the business is not showing me any. Of course, I look at a lot of things. I look at new businesses, new jobs, new everything. But a lot of those new jobs are in fields nobody's in. Like the new energy segment, like the renewable energy segment is huge. Have you studied anything in that in your college career? No? Okay, well, then you're not prepared for the new industry. Do you do the Internet of Things? Can you be on blockchain to be able to control like a bunch of machines that are generating or counting how much multiple wind farms are generating to be able to validate how much exposure to energy you're creating and how much money is being generated from that? No. Then if you're not part of that, then you're not a part of the next level of commerce, which is a digital one. Should you raise prices this summer? It's already happening. Food prices are already happening. And they're already telling you, are you going to have to raise your price? Duh. Yes, you are. Unless you want to surprise, you got to pay employees, right? You got to still pay for the food to be, or pay for the stuff that you need for your inventory or your product. And that's gone up. So now you got to either eat that loss or you got to pass it to someone. It has to be passed or you can't stay in business. That is where inflation sucks ass, right? Because now you got to sit there and say, I got to be out of this. What do I have that's going to get me past inflation? Damn, man. It's not looking good for regular economy stuff. It looks good if you're in crypto. If you're looking at crypto business, right? If you're looking at digital assets, right? If you're looking at those digital assets that are over $1 will appreciate in value when the run happens. Right? So what are we doing? Saks Fifth Avenue splits off Saks off Fifth Webs. I don't know what the hell that is. 3 leadership actions to help stressed employees. So employees are stressed out. So you got stressed out employees. Of course, they don't want to go back to work. They feel that their work isn't even something that they're going to have long term. Shopify ad. Okay, so Shopify is trying to get more. A new Shopify app, some leaked documents came out. Okay, yeah, Shopify, that is basically people trying to sell their own stuff, getting into their, you got to make your own money type beats, right? See? So that's again gig economy. Stress out employees to gig economy. Okay, got you. Nobody listening to him. Everybody wants the Bitcoin world. New York City mayor's job is a poison chalice. Yeah. Jobs report could be pivotal to federal. Yeah, it will be. When is the jobs report? That's going to be interesting. Hold on. When is the jobs report announcement? I'm not looking, so I don't know if I spelled it right. All right, let's go to the news because I really don't want to read. May jobs report. Three weeks ago. 1 week ago. 3.7 million Americans set to lose unemployment benefits early as 25 states exit federal programs. Yes, a bunch of people exited program. Georgia was one of them. The May report. No, we got the June report getting ready to come out. That's what they're talking about. Okay. Gotcha. When is the June report? Let me just go to the government website and go to the schedule. May, June, July 2nd. July 2nd is the June report. Okay. All right. July report is June. July 2nd. The June report's July 2nd. July 2nd. July 2nd. Why is the first week of July interesting? July 2nd. 4th of July, right after 4th of July, is a crash. Don't know if that can do anything. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Let's see. Life at Google, life at Amazon, hiring and firing, life in any of those places. New York City is back. So you say. This is the most exclusive dining experience. I don't care. Marketing lessons we can learn from brands during the pandemic. I don't really care. Big job report looms in the week ahead. We just talked about that. Let's look at tech. What's going on in tech? I need to change out my tech because the stuff that it finds, it's too single word heavy. I need other things. And let's see if anything else into crypto. Bitcoin could fall to 10,000. Got it here. No, it's not. SEC moves to block Ripple from questioning former SEC Director William Heinemann. Yeah, they don't want the guy that sat there and said that we were researching we find it to not be a security. Yeah. I remember I heard something about this. Not be disposed, claiming that have not exceptional circumstances. Yeah, they're not gonna say why. There was a specific reason why they're asking for him, because he said we have researched. We as an SEC when he was in charge of the SEC. Let's see what's going on in real estate. Rent increases approved for 2.3 million New York City residents. A modest rent increase? What does that mean? Compromise groups, rates, and landlords who sought sizable increases. Wow. Okay, so rent in New York's going up even higher. Wow. Good luck with keeping people there. Well, all right. So let's go back to our home screen and let's go over what we learned. Blood is in the water. I've looked at all the businesses. I've looked at tech data. I've looked at crypto data. I understand where blockchain is heading. I also know multiple countries are now looking at mining crypto, mining Bitcoin, or doing something for themselves in this space to be able to earn past their fiat dollars. All these agencies are talking about the fact that there's that they got to get away. All these businesses, billionaires, everybody's talking about they need to get away from fiat. Countries want to get away from fiat. So if countries want to get away, what does it mean for the citizenship? What does it mean for companies and corporations? Well, we know that, what it means. Companies and corporations have been taking on debt like MicroStrategy to be able to hedge their bet over the long 8-year process that Bitcoin is going to do well the next cycle, and it will. There's another happening. How much you make per Bitcoin gets cut in half. You got to buy new hardware. Cycle starts all over again. Because the hardware you got is now 4 years old. Just like you can't play them new games on you can't play them new games on your old PlayStation. Right? You can play the old games on your new PlayStation, but you can't play your new games on the old PlayStation. Not enough power. Same thing. This is the same type of tech. We're dealing with the same kind of market dynamics as video games, as software has always been, except now we're able to buy software up front. I'm going to show you a hustle that jumped into my head, right? I was like, damn, you know what we got access to? Right now, unlike any other time, if Nas was to jump into a stock, we couldn't get in. Now I got to look and see what Nas is into in crypto because I can get in. Right? Right. And you know he's made some really good decisions. So now, if he's in the crypto space, I can just keep an eye on what he's playing with in crypto. Let's go. That's what we got to start doing. Start looking at what these players are doing, seeing if it fits for our business, and see if it makes physical sense. Is it going to grow? Right? So I am still looking for my database. I am narrowing it down. I'm going to Solana. I've got some things in Solana I got to look at. And of course, now I got to look at Elrond and kind of look at that. And then I'll make my decision on who I think might win. And I'll put it out on the website. So I'm going to get back to cranking out. I got some more code to do and some more projects I got to finish off. So, yep, we're just going to hold on. We know where the run is going to go. We know after the 4th of July, we got to crash and we got to run up a Bitcoin after 12. And we're just going to wait and see if it plays out. So right now, we're going to keep doing what we got to do. Y'all keep grinding out. Keep thinking about your businesses. Keep thinking about how you're going to survive crypto winter after January of next year. Once this thing runs to 100,000, it crashes back down and it sits where it is right now. Right around in the 60,000 and right around the 60,000 mark once it breaks through. And it's going to sit there and dip down to the 30,000 mark and sit there like it is. And then we're going to buy right back in here and run it back up for the next run. And then the next run goes even higher. Because that's what Bitcoin do every cycle. Next cycle is 2024. Y'all ready? Let's get it. Well, I'm going to get running. As I always tell y'all, I appreciate y'all. Whatever you do, please be safe out on these streets. Y'all be easy. Peace.